Good evening and welcome to a very special episode of Schnozzcast for Saturday, November 21st, 2020. Cory, this is a very special episode, and I'm going to tell you why.
Why? I was going to say, why is that, Bob?
It's cardigan night on the Schnozzcast.
Woo! I knew there was something up.
Yeah. I've been waiting for 100 episodes to have cardigan night.
So are we doing cardigan night on the wrong night?
Oh, no. We're doing it also tonight.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Because why is that again?
Nick?
Because it's episode 100.
Was that your Arthur Penn and Teller voice?
No. I can do that, but I'll do it later. I've been
yelled
at for copyright infringement. So
you were contacted
no one
by
yelled at you.
Arthur Penn and Teller himself?
No one cares.
Yes.
No one cares. Hey, so welcome. Thanks for joining us. If you are new to the podcast, we are absolutely glad that you're here. Hopefully this won't be the first time. It won't be the last time, even if it's the first time.
I'll say if it is the first time, hell of an episode to catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So from now on, if you like what you hear, like what you see, you can catch us on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and any of the streaming platforms of your choice. You can also subscribe to us and follow us on Instagram at Schnozzcast, on Facebook at Schnozzcast1.
That's right.
Isn't it also a Schnozzcast-based podcast? When I search for it, I can find it there.
No, that's an old.
That's old?
That's the old friend page.
Oh, boy. All right. And on YouTube at Schnozzcast space podcast. And do not forget, starting now at the 100th episode, we know you've been waiting, and now you can finally email us at schnozzcast@gmail.com with any of your existential questions or requests for relationship advice, which Danielle Finn will absolutely gladly answer for you.
Absolutely gladly.
Danielle specifically handles the hotline.
Yes.
Okay, so going around the room, this is Bob, my trusty co-host to my left, Mr. Nicholas Bader.
How you doing? And to my left is cardigan-wearing Selesky Cory.
Oh, hey. I've been waiting 100 episodes for that, goddammit.
Oh, my God.
You do that every week.
Yeah.
The long, drawn-out one.
Oh.
That's the cardigan.
What the fuck's going to happen when we get to the 200th episode? It's going to be just like a 5-minute.
A pantsless. Oh, hey.
Okay.
And to my left, as Bob would put it, I guess I should put it that way too.
I think generally speaking,
You would
that's
think, but,
whoever you are, she's on your left.
Yeah.
The Miss Radiant Danielle.
Okay, what?
The Miss.
When you go home and you're
Miss
like,
Radiant Danielle.
I would like some fish sticks, please, Radiant Danielle. Is that how that works?
Oh, I don't make him fish sticks.
Excuse me, Miss Radiant. Can I please get some fish sticks?
I absolutely do not make him fish sticks.
I'm not surprised. Can I just say I already hate cardigan night?
I do too, because it's freaking freezing down here.
Freezing.
I wish it was freezing.
Wouldn't that mean that you would like
feel
cardigan night?
there's cartoon
No.
steam coming off of my head.
Why would I like to be cold?
You're cold in a cardigan.
Exactly. I have a nice sweatshirt on and I'm freezing.
That tells me that you're wearing an insufficient cardigan.
Yeah, what we're saying is we're like fucking smoking right now because we're so warm.
Yeah. And we've got hot cardigans on.
And you're saying because you're in a cardigan that you're cold.
Because you guys turned the air on.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because we're in cardigans. And it's not really helping.
It's all coming around. It all makes sense now.
I'm waiting for the blustery winter breeze to come in because that's going to be coming next.
Yeah. Oh, I could have opened that window. Fuck,
Yeah.
at the break. That's
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
will.
gonna-
We
yeah,
will.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you got a couple of different windows here we can open.
Yeah, but we'll talk about the structural
God.
soundness of my home later.
All right, so we are taking it back to basics, back to the core group. And I'm starting, Cory, with bottle of Bordeaux, just like the first episode.
Oh boy, this will be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, I
It
saw
will
that.
be.
I was like, it's going to be a night Bob's drinking wine.
Just think about it. He hasn't even yet wished anyone a good evening.
Good
No,
evening.
I haven't.
That's by the end of the episode, Nick.
No, I
It's-
haven't. Yeah.
That's
No,
all
if
we're
it
gonna
comes
hear.
to that, cut my mic.
It's a celebration,
That's
bitches.
Well,
Just cut my mic. No one needs to hear that.
fuck your podcast, Charlie Murphy.
Your pod shit.
Your podcast, Connie Murphy.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a couple of things planned for the audience today. So if you're new to the podcast, welcome. Glad to see you there in the room. Is that Mr. Joseph A. Chucci, Esquire?
Yeah.
Excellent to see. So we've got some special guests coming up. We've got a couple of things we want to kind of go through just to say thanks and maybe just kind of a look back. So this is going to be a bit of a different episode than we've really done in a long time. So we're probably not going to do too many segments, but we want to take this time to kind of look back and see how the fuck we got here. Really explore why we even need to be here at all. Depending on who you ask. And
I think most people would say it's just because of our own will.
Yep.
Yeah, sheer willpower, Cory. Maximum effort. Yeah. And I wanted to kind of throw back to some of my fraternity brethren who might be joining tonight, a special video that has not been seen by human eyes in 30 years.
Oh, that's incorrect.
I don't call your eyes human.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Fair enough then. 30 years.
Like a baby grizzly.
All right. So, Cory, I'm going to kind of dish it off to you here because you are running the Switchboard Studio. I know it's Switcher. It's
Fair
kind
enough.
of like a switchboard that you're running, like plugging the different wires into holes.
Yeah.
You're plugging up holes is really what you're doing.
I'm actually really nervous right now because I'm hoping this all goes smoothly. So
Ooh, we all do.
Yeah.
So no pressure. But I would like everyone to know that Cory was here at, what time was he here, Danielle?
Probably 8:15.
No,
Let's say 8:20.
8:20.
Yeah, it was around
8:20.
8:20.
Okay.
We can compromise at 8:20.
Yeah, that's still more than an hour ahead of start time. And technically speaking, he was ready to go. The only reason why we were late was me.
this is true.
So well done, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Only took 100 episodes.
Yeah, you'll get there eventually.
100 more.
All right, so Cory, what do we want to show first here?
We can go with, you want to do the artwork?
Yeah, let's do that. So we want to take
first?
yeah, it's absolutely great. So let's dish it off here. So Mr. Nicholas Bader has worked extremely hard every week to come up with what some consider to be the greatest podcast artwork ever invented. Let's just say invented because he's very hush-hush about how he does this shit and is very territorial about it. But what we thought we would do is to kind of get a count and a quick slideshow to kind of see what he's done over the past 100 episodes. And Cory, did we have a little game we wanted to play?
We do, as
Okay.
a matter of fact.
With this slide deck?
With the slide deck.
Well, let's call it a Schnozzcast presentation because slide deck sounds very nerdy and people might be.
Oh, you're looking at
I pour myself a martini and jump on Facebook just to watch a presentation like I get in my Monday morning meeting.
Yeah, right. You're looking at the most recent piece of artwork, actually, right there in the background.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, with
Top
the
and bottom, right
martinis and the
there. All that. Yeah, that was specifically for the 100th episode. So
wow,
pretty crazy.
Well done, sir. I couldn't do it, so hats off to you.
Thank you.
Glug, 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 glug.
Ooh.
All right, so
You will have to give me a second here because after unplugging the power, it did mess something up. So things are going swimmingly already.
I think Bob spoke too soon.
yeah, all right. So
So do you want to
what's that?
try some booze news real quick while he's figuring that out?
Yeah, you got a business article?
I do.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
All right. So, and now it's time for booze news. And now it's time for booze news. So, booze news article of the week while Cory's trying to get all that shit together. So, let me go ahead. I have the link right here and pull it up.
And keep talking to spread.
Keep
the
it up.
time.
That's right. Grow your own human steaks meal kit is not technically cannibalism, makers say. So there's
are these human?
Well, we'll find
Steak?
out.
Oh,
We'll find out.
okay. All right.
So the saying is that you are what you eat may soon become a lot more literal. A do-it-yourself meal kit for growing steaks made from human cells was recently nominated for Design of the Year by a London-based design museum.
Wait, a museum?
Yeah.
How are they qualified to make
Well,
them?
you know.
Okay.
Named the Ouroboros steak after this circular symbol of a steak or of a snake eating itself tail first. How do you pronounce that? OURO.
FIRST first.
No, I was going to say tail. TAIL.
OU.
Tail, Harry.
Okay.
Tail.
Well, you would think having a double English major would be advantageous, but
I know. What are
apparently
you asking me?
they turn into children as soon as you want a question from them. So OUROBOROS.
Ouroboros.
Okay, sure.
I could
So
have said anything.
that's Well, you're putting your entire career in English language on the line.
I think mission accomplished.
So that's the symbol of the snake eating itself tail first. The hypothetical kit would come with everything one needs to use their own cells to grow miniature human meat steaks. It said...
I need more information, please.
Yes.
Are the humans miniature or the steaks miniature?
No. They're miniature steaks.
Are these dwarf steaks?
I don't know.
Little people steaks?
I don't know if they're like chips. They're like the steaks Cory and Danielle get from Butcher Box.
No, that's fine quality meat.
Yeah, it is.
As far as I've heard.
It is.
It is very good.
It's a very small amount of
Once
fine
it gets
quality
there,
meat.
then they cook it, and then it's been air fried, and it's totally edible.
That was absolutely amazing, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
I will take your word for it.
Corey had a plate.
Moving on.
We'll have to show that picture at a different time. Corey had a plate of 75% carbs and 25% steak.
It was
There was
good.
a half.
Can we just stop? Okay, so I wish
half
I
a
had a
loaf of
picture.
bread.
Can you share that picture?
I share it. I shared it with you guys.
But it's on your thing. It's on your iPad, right, or your laptop? Just throw it up there real quick, just so the people can see what it is
You
that you
can't
were
ask
eating.
him to do anything else more right now.
You guys are asking for a lot
now
right now.
I know, but
He's restarting his
oh, we'll
computer.
keep going in the story. He'll
Yeah.
throw it up there when he gets
Yeah,
a second.
just keep that in mind. 75%
it's just, it's totally
carbs.
worth it.
So
That's on the low end, by the way.
and the steak bite as
A lot of hating going on.
It's a comedy podcast.
yeah. So
I know.
that was for my freezer. So the hypothetical kit.
Your freezer is too close to the fucking wall. It's not my fault.
We've all made it work for 100 episodes, Danielle.
The hypothetical kit would come with everything one needs to use their own cells to grow miniature human meat steaks. People think that eating oneself is cannibalism, which technically this is not. Grace Knight of one of the designers had said. Moving right along.
Okay.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Before you go running out for your wallet, no, this isn't a product yet available to buy. It was created by scientist Andrew Pelling, artist Okaran Talahan, and Knight,
Gesundheit.
an industrial designer, and commissioned by the Philadelphia Museum of Art and Exhibit last year. Growing yourself ensures that you and your
Growing yourself?
Yeah, growing yourself. Growing yourself ensures that you and your loved one always know the origin of your food,
Yeah, yourself.
how it's been raised, and its cells were acquired ethically and consensually.
From yourself?
From yourself.
You consented to... Okay.
Yeah, well, you're not going to be hold yourself.
This is the most bullshit article I've ever heard.
Apparently, it's coming. It's coming to supermarkets very soon. So, so the project was made as a critique of the lab-grown meat industry, which is designers told D-Zine magazine is not actually an animal-friendly as one might expect.
What's the name of the magazine?
Oh, D-Zine.
Okay, this is all... I feel like you're reading every other sentence.
No,
There's a bunch of shit
That's
we
just
left out, and you're
how
quoting,
ridiculous it
You're
is.
quoting museums and sketchy magazine sources.
well, okay, I can wrap it up if you like.
No, keep going. You didn't write the article. I'm just saying. I'm
I
impugning
did
that, not you.
Yeah, and I don't know what the D-Zine magazine is,
That
but
sounds like Digzine.
not actually animal friendly, and as one might expect, lab grown meat relies on fetal bovine serum for animal cell cultures, though some companies have claimed to have found alternatives. It's made from calf fetus blood after pregnant cows are slaughtered. So as the lab grown meat industry is developing rapidly, it is important to develop designs that expose some of its underlying constraints in order to see beyond the hype. And it's much longer, but I'm not going to go on. But you got the idea.
I do get the idea. Yeah, but now
Not eating myself anytime soon.
but if you did, you'd consent to it. So
Well, you would have to.
right.
I'm not going to hold myself against my own will.
No, that would be
Against one's will.
self-imprisonment. I don't know.
It'd be like an episode
All right, Cory.
of the Stooges.
Would you describe to our viewers what it is that we're seeing on this
Well,
plate? This was your dinner.
They're about to see. There you go.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
So it's
This was Corey's dinner.
Start at the top and go clockwise.
little cut of steak, some
Little is the key word.
Yep.
little roasted potatoes, some large helping of stuffing, and a piece of garlic bread.
So the steak is about half the size of a slice of garlic bread.
Yeah.
That piece is actually bigger of the garlic bread. You just can't see all of it.
So is your plate the side of a
Jesus,
trash can lid, or
Just about.
because it looks small on the
Dude.
plate too?
Is it a loaf of garlic bread then?
It was.
Okay, so I see not a single vegetable on that plate,
Yeah.
unless you count the flecks of parsley in the stuffing.
The potatoes are vegetables.
They're starch, really.
They're still vegetables.
It's a borderline vegetable, to be honest.
So, yeah, I would even say that's 80-20.
That's probably, 80 at minimum. Yeah.
So, luckily, Cory had already completed what he was doing before that, so he's ready to go.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're so going back to the artwork.
Yes.
The retrospective of the artwork.
We can pull that up right here.
Let's do it.
We thought that's what you were doing.
That is what I was doing.
So if you're able to watch for the audio listeners, this might suck for a second. Or not, because Cory made it entertaining with that. So
hold on.
Well, volume's not off on that. That's why. Okay.
All right.
No.
There it is off.
So I don't know what's coming through here then. That I'm still getting the audio feedback.
Okay, Bob, do you have a Booze News article?
Do I have a Booze News article?
Yeah.
Wow. Let me check. I did not think we'd be struggling like this.
Oh, come
early,
on.
This early in the show.
Come on.
I legitimately did not. I'm like, oh, we got this down. We're gonna be early. We're gonna be downloading audio conversion software, and we're gonna be
And we're working.
Yeah, we're working. No, I have nothing.
Oh, okay.
I have zero Booze News.
Oh, that's fine.
What do I have?
I don't feel so bad about my eating yourself steaks.
Well, it was entertaining. I'll say that much.
Yeah. Somewhat.
All right, Cory, what's the verdict?
Scrap it, move on.
No, we're not scrapping it.
Well, we really can't because there's another one after that. So if he can't get this one to work, he's not going to get that one to work either.
I think you gave him
we have hit
compliments way too soon in the show.
He's been resting on his laurels
Yeah.
for literal minutes.
Really had nothing to do since he got here, was on time and ready to go.
He's like, well, Cory Selesky.
Yep.
I've got this.
A little shot in the arm.
Yeah. No one does it better than me.
So,
So, Nick, 100 episodes. How do you feel? Can you believe we made it this far?
it's pretty fantastic, even though I don't believe that it's really 100 episodes for me personally.
But you are a co-host of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It is, you're part proprietor, part owner.
Sure.
So you take ownership of that stuff.
I don't want to though.
Why not?
I don't really know enough about the first 2 episodes to take ownership of them.
Well, so 2 out of 100, I
think I was absent
so
for
you
one.
probably can't because you never listened to them.
No, you told me they were a disaster.
They were god awful. Well, the first one wasn't god awful. It was the audio quality wasn't the greatest. That was with Dr. Phil Anton, PhD, and myself. But the second one with Joe was pretty unlistenable. Not because of the audio, but because of the content.
I remember being at an episode. I think it was 3?
It was probably 3.
Was it 3? And it was almost unlistenable for me being there.
Yeah. Yeah, you started to doubt any wisdom that had brought you to that point.
Was that 3 or was that 4?
It's probably 3.
Probably 3. Was that the one at your kitchen table?
They were all at my kitchen table for a while.
Oh, I don't remember too many of them being in your kitchen.
Enough.
Because I remember Angie was at 1.
Yes, Angie was there for probably that one.
Or 4, was it?
It might have been 3 and 4. 4 being her last one.
First and last.
Right. All right, so are you going to get another try here, Cory?
I think we got it.
Okay. So we did. So did we forget about the contest? You want to forego that?
No, I definitely want to do the contest.
It's just trivia for anybody who happens to be watching in the Facebook Live room, right?
Yeah. So Nick has done 62 pieces of artwork.
Yes.
Ever since Nick started doing the artwork, and everyone has been very, very different and very. I'm trying to think of what word would you put to it, Nick, as far as the kind of like eclectic look that you used for
Retro.
Okay,
so yeah, antiquated, like a retro look,
50s, 60s kind of retro for all the artwork that you've done.
Yeah, I think it spanned from like the 40s through the 60s.
It came from we started to use we needed to use some theme music, and the only theme music we could use that we didn't have to pay for was old blues music from like the 20s and 30s and maybe the 40s,
where everyone was dead.
Exactly. And they couldn't sue us. It was all public domain music. So he kind of took that and ran with it and said, oh, I'm going to look for similar like retro artwork. Maybe not necessarily the 40s, but 50s generally. So there you go.
So going along with that, after watching the video several times and all the pieces of artwork stitched together, I did notice some reoccurring themes.
Okay.
So, and not in a bad way.
No, I know the reoccurring themes.
So there was a couple questions I came up with that I sent to you guys earlier that I want the viewers and listeners to even go back, and you can go on Facebook and on YouTube as well and watch the video and answer these questions by watching the 62 pieces of artwork that Nick has put together. The first question being, how many pieces of the artwork contain a glass or bottle of beer or liquor? And I will say, you have to be very careful because some can be confused with pop. So you got to pay attention to if it's actually.
So do you think there's anybody out there going like, you got to be very careful to hear what he said?
I hope
just
so.
go into this like willy-nilly.
So are you imploring the single digits of our audience to navigate?
You're giving them homework?
Navigate away from the show to go find artwork?
No. He's just literally saying, watch the ensuing presentation.
Oh, okay. What's about to happen? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for your own fun and amusement.
Yeah. No, yeah. Don't leave and go watch it. You're not going to find it anywhere right now.
Don't leave.
Please don't go.
We've taken it all down.
Yes, all the plants are going to die.
We haven't even put it up yet. So
okay.
It's the only place you're going to find it.
Okay, we got
bated breath.
Time's a wasting here, sir. What's the next one?
Okay, second question.
Yep.
How many pieces of the Schnozzcast artwork contain a pack, and yes, a pack of cigarettes?
Okay, not somebody smoking a single one, a pack of cigarettes.
Correct.
Okay, third one.
And the last one is, how many times do we, the Schnozzcast cast, appear in the artwork?
Okay.
So, without further ado.
Yep, let's see if it works.
Here we go.
Working.
Play.
Working.
Loading.
Oh, come on.
And ladies and gentlemen,
were the first couple pieces of artwork blank?
I never made any black screen artwork.
What the hell? I knew this was going to happen.
All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your guesses are as good as ours on
All right.
those.
So we're going to pivot as we are wont to do from time to time. And we're gonna let Cory focus on that, and Nick and I are going to take the reins just for a few minutes, and we're going to start reaching out to some of our special guests.
All right,
so let's do that. I've got so right now I've got 10:02, so it is just about time to get Mr. James Crabby Pappas on the line. So I'm connected, sir, to the mixer via Bluetooth, and I'm going to give him a call as soon as I can find his digits. Here we go. All right, we got him.
Here we go.
Holy hell. That's kind of loud. I guess we'll see once we get him on here.
What up, though?
Oh, hey.
Mr. James Crabby Pappas, welcome back. Once again, the prodigal son returns to the Schnozzcast. How are you?
Pretty excited. Congratulations on the 100th episode, y'all. Great work.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, buddy, I can't tell you how happy we are to be able to do this and have you on the line, because one of the things, and this is more for the audience than for you necessarily, but one of the things that we wanted to do was to make sure that we took a slightly elevated audience count, which we've been doing our best over the last 10 minutes to dwindle. But to introduce them to some of the people that have helped us kind of get where we are, if in fact we are anywhere. And you are one of those people, sir. You've been on my count 5 times on the show. And one of those,
I'm on 5% of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the number 6. We're going to count this one. But you were on the only poolside episode that we've done over at
so awesome.
Yeah, Cory's mom's place in the backyard, which is awesome, with brandied cherries and cigars. And
that's when I thought Danielle just loved seltzer water. Remember? That was the best. I was like, God, this girl loves her some seltzer water.
only to find out later it was White Claw.
Well, I knew it was White Claw, but I didn't know what White Claw was at the time. I just thought it was a type of seltzer water. I'm like, man, this girl just crushes.
Yeah, she's just pounding this flavored seltzer water.
I know. I'm like, yeah, she likes to stay hydrated.
And we ended up eating our weight in food because Cory's mom kept bringing out it was like a buffet.
I do remember Crabby had the wax dipped bottle of Maker's Mark. Not even the regular bottle of Maker's Mark. I think it was the travel gallon.
Yeah. You guys all just kind of looked at me like, whoa, these guys pretty serious.
How long did you think you were going to be here tonight, sir?
20 minutes.
Go.
Well, the crazy part is he pulled that out of his trunk and it came out of a case. So that was one of 12 of those bottles.
That is Crabby's signature move.
He did roll up a cello case, and we're like, well, what's going on with this?
This is like El Mariachi.
I want two things you know me by: Kango and Maker's Mark.
Absolutely. Well, there's one other thing that we know you by, and for this I want to absolutely say thank you. That it was probably your maybe third time on the show, and it occurred to you while watching us, fumble fuck around trying to get things ready, and then also on the break to kind of pivot and make sure we knew what we were doing in the second half, or really not too much. What did you say to us at that point?
15-minute production meeting.
Yeah, as in you guys should have one.
Production meeting.
You guys should do one. And we took that to heart, and I can't remember what episode that was, but we've done it ever since. And I think we're a much stronger podcast for it.
Clearly not reflective of tonight, but
well,
Technical difficulties.
that's right.
Yeah, they can all be winners.
I can't help it. The stuff wasn't loading. I got it now, though, so we're good.
So you're such a tease, Cory Selesky.
I try.
God.
So, Crabby, what is your can you share with us and the listeners what are your thoughts after kind of finding out that we were doing it, coming on the first couple of times, and now we're at 100, where you've really been one of our biggest champions. Sharing all the posts that we make, liking all the stuff that we put out. Always game to come on if we're looking for a familiar, a strong voice to come on the show. What are give us what your thoughts are? What do you think about your time here?
Well, I love it. I feel like I'm a comprehensive participant because I come on the show, and then you guys, your show's great for me because of when I'm traveling. It's awesome just to listen to the podcast when I'm traveling, and the few times I've hit, especially in the summertime when I travel back late on a Friday night, and you guys are going on a Friday night instead of a Saturday or whatever, and you guys are late, I get to listen to the live show too. So I kind of hit on all three spots as far as being on and listening to the podcast and listening to it live. But yeah, I think I just do it right. Have fun. You have your bits, I think you guys have done a great job. I was talking to Bob earlier, and I just think 100 episodes. I was looking at that yesterday when it came out. I was like, man, that's a great milestone. That's awesome. You guys should be proud.
Well, I appreciate it, man. And we're
thank you,
so
Thank
happy
you,
to have you on tonight because it means a lot to us. You certainly have, and just wanted to let the folks hear your voice, hear your name if they hadn't before, and just to say thanks.
Cool. Thanks. I'm looking forward to being on again here now that I'm back on the mend. So
yeah, and we're happy to hear that too. And who knows what the next couple of months are going to bring? But if we happen to get closer to a vaccine in this crazy world, then you're going to be the first one we have back here in the room. Once we can do that again.
Cool.
Crabby,
I'd love to. That'd be great.
Crabby, how late do you typically stay up on a night like tonight?
Oh, I'm an old man now, so usually not. If I'm not out and about, 11 o'clock, 11:30 tops.
11:30. Okay, so one of the nights that we're doing this, that you're able to stay up a little bit later after the cast, we'll do a Zoom call with you and do a shot in your honor and say hello, and I think that'd be nice to catch up.
That's a great idea.
Oh, totally. Yeah, that'd be great. I've been looking forward to that.
Excellent, sir. Well, we're going to try to see if we can keep things moving here. But, man, I love you. I appreciate you joining, and I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, love you guys too, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, Crabby.
Soon.
Thanks, Crabby.
Glad you're doing well, brother.
Take it easy, bro.
Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Alrighty. Cory, you got the floor, sir, because we got a couple of spare minutes before we're going to get the next guest on.
All right. Well, if we have some spare time here,
Absolutely.
we can go back over to.
Try this again.
And then I might need a shot because, goddamn, these fucking cardigans.
Oh, my God. Yeah, so...
Does those shots cool you off? Isn't that part of the lower the core body temperature? Isn't that how it works?
No, that's the opposite of how it works.
yeah, but when you get...
You sure about that? Where are you
yeah.
getting your information from?
Experience?
Grade school students? Come on.
when you get a handle, typically a lot of the stores that are just kind of coming around to cooling or chilling fifths of Fireball and having a specific fridge designated for that, they don't typically put handles of Fireball in there.
Yeah.
Once we've moved to that point in our addiction, that's a problem that I think we're gonna have to do day before so we can cool it ourselves.
Yeah, because that's what we thrive on is planning in advance. That's where we shine.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
We all hate to, and I'm looking across the room at you, buddy. We all hate to do shit the last minute.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a planner.
Yeah, so I see this working out in our favor.
Plan to do it last minute.
All right, sir.
All right. Let's give this another shot.
Let's give it a shot.
So,
What do we have to lose?
here's the artwork video from all the artwork that Nick has done. Let's see if it'll go this time.
I think he's purposely trying to sabotage me.
That's one pack of cigarettes. Is that your attempt to make me look like an old doctor from the 50s?
I really like that one. Yeah.
I feel like part of the joy for Nick in this is trying to find 50s cartoony people who look just like me. I've pointed at the stars. I've been a 50s doctor. I've been in my bathrobe in front of a refrigerator.
All right.
Oh, God.
Bob thought he looked like a monster in that one.
Yeah. A hideous swamp thing.
Ooh. Probably next time use my speaker.
Yeah. It was a last minute thought.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, where was the one, did we already pass it with the car that said Bob?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. But it said it backwards.
Last Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, this might be a little bit of sucking her own dick, but I just think that I couldn't do any of this shit. So there's a lot of work that went into this stuff. So I'm sure Nick's sitting over there going, "Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea how hard it was to do all this shit."
I was not of my own free will on during any of these. Oh, I forgot about that one. I like that one. The COVID.
Oh, is that the one you were talking about, Cory?
Yeah.
The one that's okay.
Well, this one also references it too.
Okay. Yeah, I think by looking at these, you might get the impression that we like a libation or two.
The last 40 of them were very heavy-handed with it.
The 50s lend themselves to alcohol and cigarettes.
Right. It was a time of I guess not free love, but free drinking. Back then, I'm sure there was a lot of flasks inside of suit coat pockets.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Beating your wife and going out for martini lunches with your boss while you worked on
Martini lunches.
an ad campaign for Martini and Rossi. I didn't mean to make beating your wife sound like it was nostalgic.
Hey,
back
good job,
in the
Bob.
time. Well done, buddy. Why does it get his name in lights like that?
Wow.
That's crazy.
A lot of work.
Yeah, I guess so.
Even though the 100th one you didn't put up there, but
It was too late by that point.
That'll be the first one we play 100 episodes from now.
yeah, good job, Corey.
Well done, buddy.
Couldn't have done it without you.
That's true.
Yeah, there it
Christ.
is.
All right. Do we want to, are you jumping up to do another shot? Yeah. Okay. Let's keep the bull, take by the bull by the horns, Corey, and let's go with the next one. We've got a little bit of time. We could probably do a few more minutes before Gina joins. Do you want to jump into the next one?
The TKA video?
No. The other presentation.
Oh yeah, we can do that. The slideshow that.
Yeah, it's 3
together?
slides. Yeah, real quick.
All right. Let's.
Yeah, just kind of along the same lines. Woo! Opening up some windows in here. Oh God.
Yay.
Cardigan night. Fucking lovely. Okay, so what we wanted to do here, just for a couple of minutes, just kind of go through some quick stats on what we've done, because I hadn't done it until the other day, and because I really had no idea, like, how many guests have we had on, how many hours have we put on the air, what's some of the shit that we did. Like, 100 episodes is a lot of time, so let's take a quick look back at that. So every time you click, Corey.
So starting off with the audio. Here you go, Bob.
Yep. So 208 hours, over 200 hours available on streaming platforms to listen to today. Again, we do not recommend listening to episodes 1 or 2 for obvious reasons. Well, no, 1's not bad. 2, we probably didn't even publish that, did we?
I don't think 2 was published. So for the video, we have 132 videos published on YouTube since January 9th, 2019. Over 190 hours of video. Episode 3 started in your kitchen. Mm-hmm. And we remained in your kitchen only for a couple episodes. And then from 5 to 42, we went down to your basement. The only 2, aside from that were not in your basement, were episode 26, the poolside that was just mentioned, that Mr. Crabby Pappas was just on the phone. Mm-hmm. And episode 27, when we had a trip down to Toledo, we did the Sam Magundy episode.
Right, in the car.
We did one in the car, and then you went up north or out with your fraternity brothers that weekend.
We went to Wally's. It was me, Phil Anton, Phil Bowen, and Wally going golfing for the weekend. And
then so Nick and myself, Danielle, Nick, and Kevin Cromwell came back here and recorded the second half of that in Nick's kitchen.
Yeah, and after my jackass friends went to bed, I dialed into that for probably another hour. It was like 3:30 in the morning.
So then episode 43 was the moonshine episode in your kitchen. Mm-hmm. Didn't go as planned as usual, but we made it work. Episode 44 through 47, we were back in your basement.
Yep.
Big old episode 48 was the first time that we were seen here down in Nick's basement. And going back and looking at that video again real quick, wow. It was
totally awesome.
Night and day difference.
It was very, very, very different.
Yeah.
Remember we originally said, and we didn't know at the time, but the front-facing panel interview view that we had, we
were face-to-face with each other.
We didn't know any different, and I was like,
no.
I remember Bob and I were like, dude, first of all, it's way too far away. This is, and I think that's kind of, at first you kind of drug your feet a little bit because you're like, look, I've gotten so this is so difficult for me to teach myself all how to do all this stuff, and I feel like I've gotten so far, and now you guys want to completely reconfigure everything. And I think that's kind of when you started doing a little more research and figuring out where we are today.
Oh yeah, that's definitely when
awesome.
things started changing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and going from that, 66 through 75 were what we did on Zoom.
Yeah, during the lockdown. Right?
Yeah. So I didn't realize it was 11 episodes that we did.
That was depressing.
Yeah, but I kept on clicking through video after video. I'm like, wow, we did this many on Zoom.
What was it, like 3.5 months?
What the fuck is it?
Boil over.
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Danielle's can of White Claw just went everywhere.
So then, starting episode 76 is when you brought in Switcher Studio. Right?
76 is when we started Switcher Studio.
Yeah, that was like a sea change for the video. I just got to say.
And if you guys aren't aware what he's talking about with technical terms and Switcher Studio, what this means, Cory, can you let everyone know like what is the difference from what we used to see versus what people are seeing now?
Before it was just one single camera angle with my GoPro that didn't have any audio connected to the mixer, so it was just raw audio
We
of
were
us
just like
talking.
shouting from across the room.
Yeah. So the audio sometimes would turn out good, sometimes it wouldn't. But
That's a great point, Cory.
Yeah, exactly.
Now 2 different camera angles, you can
Right.
see us clearly. The audio comes through the video phenomenally. We can do all this in-app editing with on the fly and all the stuff you see on the screen when you're watching live, and on the YouTube videos. It's very easy to edit and all that. So that was a very good move.
By the way, for anyone that's ever wanted to do their own podcast or maybe does their own podcast,
The audio comes through the video.
Oops, sorry about that.
And-
I didn't know I was. I forgot I was still being distracted. My bad.
no one realizes that Cory just we were just hearing exactly what he was thinking.
Yeah.
Just at that
Yeah.
point.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
No,
My own thoughts.
For those of you who maybe wanted to start a podcast or you've wanted to be on a podcast or you like listening to them and just curious, reach out to us some point. Cory would be more than happy to talk to anybody about some of the stuff he does if you guys need any pointers.
Yeah, the same way that we wished we'd had someone to talk to while we were trying to figure all this
Absolutely.
I can say, though, Alan Christensen was the one that came through on that.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Kind of led us in the direction we needed to go.
shit out. Yeah,
so.
shout out to Alan.
Yes,
Absolutely.
thank you, sir.
All right, one more click here, man. All right, so the number of guests that we have had. So Joey Guido has topped the list by far with 25 appearances.
Oh, my
on the show.
God. 25 times?
Yes, 25 times. I know he's in the room, or he was. Gina and Jimmy Pappas tied for second with 5. Kevin Cromwell with 4. Phil Anton, Todd Dillon, Alan Christensen, and Ken Lashinsky all tied with 3. With 2 appearances, Nick Selesky and Jeff Adkins. And then you can see we've got kind of a long list of folks that we still would like to thank, even though they, for one reason or another, we only had him on once. But technically, he was a guest.
That's true.
He sat in for one. He would stop by in the kitchen every now and again and walk away. But one time, he actually sat down with us for like the whole second half of an episode. So
Yeah.
and he made it into the credits. So from the bottom of our hearts, Bob, Cory, Nick, Danielle, thank you to every single person that's on that list.
Did Greg not show up for 2?
Greg Gumtow?
Didn't he show up for the next one?
Did I fuck up his name?
For
No,
the gentleman's agreement? To
Oh, yeah, he was on the phone call.
Oh, yeah. No, that doesn't count.
Yeah, no. It's just a quick phone call. Right.
Yeah, he was in person
Okay.
once.
Yeah, essentially I was looking at like, did we make it into the description of the episode where you were listed as a remote guest, or the front of it where you were sitting in?
Right.
So, okay, Cory. Sorry. Keep going. Okay, so what we thought we'd do here is just kind of a look back on some of the last 100 episodes, a couple of quick slides on some of the highlights from the start to where we are now. So starting with the first couple episodes, I don't know if you guys remember this, Rabbit Toes was from the first couple of episodes.
I didn't recall that one.
No.
Not at all?
There's some on this list I definitely recall and some I don't. So
Yeah, and same thing with me, but I thought I wanted to put it up there. In fact, before I knock it over, let's do this shot before it gets warm.
Cheers to 100 episodes. If you
100
guys
episodes,
got one
boys.
and you're
Boys
listening
and
to the
girls.
audio version, pause us. And we're back. Cheers.
wow, wee, wow.
Wow, wow, woozy.
Oh, that too.
All right, let's keep on clicking here, sir.
All right.
Tell me if it's a horseradish sympathizers.
Yeah. It's,
We had a long drawn out debate about horseradish and who the fuck would eat it.
Oh, it's
Keep going.
delicious.
The
Keep going.
smartest people.
Keep going. You got to have your finger on that mouse because we're going to try to move through this. So we got Bell Schnickel.
Yep.
Nick, you remember that?
I do.
Fistful of Peanut Butter. That was the call back to Joey Guido.
Okay.
Podcast Funeral.
that one I did not recall.
That was Joe
like-
recommending what was going to happen. Shouldn't we all get buried together as a Schnozzcast?
I do remember that.
I don't recall
Joe-
that.
It was a ridiculous.
Joe wanted us to like have one giant microphone coffin and all get buried.
You remember that?
All get buried. Yeah, all get buried together. It was one of the nights that I remember we got chicken wings or something like that, and we were in Bob's basement because we were picking
Yeah.
up wings, and I remember going back and I was like, Dude, I'm telling you right now, the Bader family is not getting on board with this. If I pass away, they're not going to allow me to be in some circus funeral with you guys.
Right.
They're going to be like, no, we're going to remember our son in our own way, not in a giant wooden microphone.
Right. And then we have Stu Talk.
Going back to Joe again. I recall that one.
Now, don't forget, he's on 25 episodes, so he's got a lot of good comedy gold in here, comedy bits.
Was that true or Stu, Corey?
Oh, Stu.
So then we had, right about then is when we started, we came up with Pick of the Week. It was the first segment we really started on. The Dusty Christmas presents.
Still sitting in your basement.
Still sitting on my shelf. Pat Stanton, I'm waiting for you, buddy. Nick's theft of Taylor Swift lyrics.
Quoting Taylor Swift when he shouldn't have been.
I don't agree with that.
I do.
Babies pelted with cheese.
I remember that.
It was fun.
The hardest time Corey's ever laughed in our presence.
And then we came with What's on Bob's Shelf, which Danielle was an integral part of trying to do. The crab boil that we started to formulate and never ever did.
I still have a roll of lottery tickets in my car for that.
And then the tale of the cement goose. We will not recant at this moment, but a Nick Bader exclusive. Piggy tailing became a thing.
It's always a thing.
We talked about Nick's dad and his band of vagabonds, the Drifters.
Yep.
Creasters, which I learned at the age of probably 49.
Yeah, Creasters.
That was a thing. I didn't know what it was.
Creasters are the people that only go to church for Christmas and Easter.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't.
Gotcha,
I
now.
didn't know that's what they were called.
Yep.
We started coming up with a thing that we called Weird News, which is the predecessor to Booze News. Weird News articles. The poop knife.
The old poop knife.
Still hanging in Corey's bathroom?
Correct.
Sure is.
I'm sure it's totally clean. For what?
It is
Don's?
for clean.
Was Don on the list of people to be on the podcast?
He was.
Yeah.
Okay,
he had
good.
one. He had one visit.
We got to get him back.
I know. That was one of the branding chairs that are still here to this day.
Still sitting there.
Going back, this is the first of 2 slides of this shit, just so you know how long we've had those.
So if you need to go get a drink.
Yeah. Rock for Kids.
My Kid Rock Story.
Yep. And
12.
And My Kid Rock Story.
Yes.
My Dead Tax Attorney.
That letter still keeps on popping
he
up.
He made a couple of appearances over like 2 or 3 episodes. I was quite clearly shocked by his passing. Danielle's Word Box was a segment that we came up with at that time. Corey's Day at the Buffet.
Oh, that was exciting.
down in Toledo.
Glorious day.
Oh my God.
Woke up 3:30 in the morning.
Right.
Oh, Joe's stew van.
Joe's van delivers stew to wayward children in the neighborhood. Nick's hold on before you click again. This was Nick's old Schnozzcast. Was Nick's attempt to use his computer generated art skills to come up with to take pictures of us and age them.
Oh yeah.
And then to do so like by 100 years. What would we all look like if we were 195 years old?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah. Done. Our new song that we picked out for Annoying Pig Roast Serenade for Jason Thomas at Uncle Ray's.
Which would be what?
Oh, it was.
Yeah, we can't say it.
Sorry.
You can say. Why can't we say it?
Well, maybe next year we'll get a chance to do.
I don't know. I don't think we're allowed to say things
in a post-COVID world.
Copyright content, are we?
You can name us.
You can name a song.
Yeah.
You just can't
Oh, okay.
sing the
Herb
song.
Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Yeah,
Spanish
we're not playing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Foot Blanket.
Everyone needs a foot blanket.
Oh, that was indie.
No. That was. Danielle went to put a blanket. She had one blanket on. She went to put another one on. And she just draped it over her feet. And I'm like, and one of us said, "What is that?" And she's like, "Oh, it's my foot blanket." And Nick goes like, "I think those are called socks."
Yeah, that's true.
Donut shaming, stemming from our trip out to Seattle to see Mr. Todd
No, that
Dillon.
was
Portland.
Portland, yes.
Yeah. Yep. And then Indies, dog breath, which it was like there was several episodes in a row that Nick had a real issue with that.
He would show up right between my legs and stare at me and pant in my face, and it smelled like liver snaps.
Right. Hey, we are running a little bit behind, so is it possible to stop here?
Yep, pause it.
Just pause it for a minute, and we're going to connect with, and we're going to bring in our next audio guest.
Yeah, we can do that.
And who is it?
All right, sir. Do you want me to say it now or just try to get that person on the phone?
Well, most of the time, the people that are listening probably aren't going to know who that is, regardless
I will
if they
introduce
say their
them
name.
when they join. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, hold on here. Let me
Beep, boop, 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 beep.
Let's
Can-
what? God damn it.
That's just Bob trying to work his phone right now.
Yeah.
You would think you would have this kind of thing lined up.
There we go.
Hello, Schnozzcast.
Hello, Miss Gina Vlasblom. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. For the listeners, Ms. Gina Vlasblom has joined us on the phone. Thank you so much, Gina, sitting here trying to kind of get through some retrospective look backs at the last 100 episodes. And we all wanted to make sure that you joined because you've been a very vocal and supportive person for the Schnozzcast for the last, I'm going to say 50 episodes.
At least. Yes, I would say at least 50.
Oh, so,
At least,
well,
at least 50.
Yeah, the way to undersell it, Bob.
You're right.
That's for sure. Let's say 50.
Let's say 50.
if not, I was there for all 100 just because I.
So for the list, sorry, go ahead, Gina.
No, I would say definitely not there for the 100, but
You are
I think
here
I
for the
started
100.
watching, well, I haven't
No, from the beginning,
listened
I'm
or
saying.
watched all 100.
Oh,
from the
yeah.
beginning. Yeah.
No, you were probably better off. You caught us when
Probably
we were
right.
sort of,
Probably right.
if we have hit any kind of stride at all, you caught us when we were thinking about a stride. We may still have not hit it, but we were thinking we were going to have one, and that was
You're
really
working on
important. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. For the first 50 episodes, we didn't even think about a stride. We were just getting drunk and talking about bullshit. Anyway,
Yeah, pretty
Gina
much.
has been. We first met Gina when we started talking to Todd Bonner and Jeff Atkins from Detroit Paranormal Expeditions, and from the podcast in which we had Jeff and Todd on, that's how we met Gina, because Gina was also a fan of DPX, and we started talking about just podcasts in general. She seemed to like what we were doing. We were gobsmacked that anyone actually did like what we were doing, and that kind of turned into, some just sort of chat back and forth about podcasts in general. And she had some that she introduced us to, the podcast that she liked, that she thought we would like. And ultimately, we ended up inviting her on the podcast, and she's done a rock star job at being a superfan guest. And we absolutely appreciate it and want to make sure that we brought you on to introduce you to maybe any new listeners or viewers we might have for tonight who maybe want to look back at, like, how did these jackasses get this far?
I mean, I will say that watching and listening, back in February, that you guys have came a long way. It's been like a growing process, learning, especially being a viewer and being a guest. I get like two different viewpoints on how it all works. And it's just like kind of like a proud moment to see, like, okay, as a viewer, what I was seeing, and then being a guest, like all the work that you guys put into it, all the time, all the effort, the behind the scenes, 100 episodes is no joke, and you guys have came a long way. So congratulations on the 100, you guys.
Well, thank you. And
Thanks,
Gina, if you could also tell the other podcasts that you listen to and all those other guys you talk to that we are kind of better than them because we've made it to 100 and we've come this far. So,
Which podcast in particular, Cory?
Yeah, which one?
you know what? Sorry, Ron. Fuck you. It's our day. So, 100 episodes it is.
You keep thinking I'm going to say the name of his podcast. You thinking I'm going to say it? That I'm going to say it on this podcast, the 100 episode. I'm going to say the name of it. I'm not going to do it.
You're not going to do
No,
it?
Nick's
not going to do
favorite
it.
name.
Not
No,
going
it's
to do
not.
it. I'm not going to do it.
So
Back to Gina.
So Gina, question.
Yes.
So I know that you were you had kind of a like your dance card was kind of full tonight in regards to things that you were doing. So
Right.
I know you're kind of doing this on the fly, and we really appreciate that.
No problem.
Were you able to pick up how many episodes that you've been on the cast, or do you know?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how many that I was on or how many I've watched, but it's been plenty.
So,
I'm really hoping the number you've watched is more than the number you've been on.
yeah.
Because
So you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So just the top three, Joe has been on 25 times,
tied for second.
tied for second, and
No. Who is tied for second?
oh yeah, so and tied for second is you and
Okay.
and Crabby for 5 different times.
Crabby.
Yeah, you're in the Five
wow.
Timers Club, as they say.
Actually,
Woo!
yeah, on the show, on the cast, part of the cast, 5 different times, and that number is going to go up. So
Absolutely. Goddamn COVID.
Nice. Damn COVID.
Yeah.
So yeah, we really appreciate it. I think the most heartfelt appreciation is for Gina, because everyone else kind of was lent to us via friendship, and Gina had no idea who we were. She picked us.
No, not at all.
She picked us up literally just from the internet through DPX, and if we were nothing to shake a stick at the time, she would have immediately lost interest. And she can even say at this point, well, I was slightly interested back then, but you guys have gotten a lot better now. So this is I would say a friendship that has been created because we started this show. And if nothing else has occurred, I think that's something to write home about.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think, I mean, I'd like to think at some point our paths would have crossed one way or another, but given the podcast, that definitely made that happen. And it's cool. It's really cool to see that, we made a lifelong friend out of a listener and someone that just met us from this. And that's been so cool. And
lifelong.
And
let's not put the cart in front of the horse.
she's on the phone. So
I'm on the phone right here. I can hear you.
Well, Gina, it has been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks a lot. But I am happy and proud that I can call you my friends. Not only, as Bob would say, the super fan or
Absolutely.
the guest, but you guys are genuinely my friends. So that's one good thing that came out of it all.
Nice. So that wasn't going to tear up.
Oh my God.
It is nice to have another chick around, I'll tell you that much, Gina.
Yeah, I'm sure. There's a lot of shenanigans that go on there. You need some,
There definitely are.
a woman
Hey,
around.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pop's little girl.
They grow up so fast. All right, Gina. We're going to let you go. Thank you so much for calling it, or for letting us call you. We are so proud that to call you a friend, and for all of the support that you've given us. We look forward to being able to return the favor and having the podcast again whenever you want.
Yep. Well, thank you. And congratulations again, guys, to the big 100.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Gina.
Thank you so much. The next 100 we have is going to be Bob. So
Nice.
All right, then. We'll talk to you later, Gina.
All right, guys.
Bye.
All right. We'll see you later.
all right,
Bye.
take care.
So I do have to say real quick, directly after that comment about the Cheesy Chicken podcast, Ron came right on and he said,
Dude, why did you?
Yeah, you just said
I
it.
didn't say it.
All right, come on.
You motherfucker.
Sorry.
And you said it with a wad of horse poop in your mouth.
You're welcome, Ron. I'm still looking forward
As
to that.
anyone should say the name of their podcast. Ron, we're just fucking with you, man.
And I'm still looking forward to that hockey jersey.
And by
Ron,
the way,
so that's why I'm helping you out here.
just for you, Ron, because you're listening, I'll have you know that I listened to the entire episode of your last episode that you published of
We both
of your
did,
podcast. Yeah, and so did Nick. So take that, motherfucker.
And tell your wife hello.
Don't go.
He said he's like, my wife's watching.
Don't say we're not committed.
Oh, hello, madam.
Fuck you, Ron. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right, hey, what's our account here, Cory? Are we kind of like should we break for a bit?
We can give it another couple minutes here.
You want to try to finish the last slide we were looking at? Last screen of the presentation. Slides sound so technical.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
And for you guys that don't know, for first time listeners, we'll do a 15-minute break. We're gonna keep the live open. You'll hear music. You'll hear some new content.
Yeah.
New recorded content.
Yeah.
You don't have to reopen the live. The screen will change to some artwork.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to hear some music. And as soon as we come back, we'll just go live again. So you don't have to navigate away from the page. So if there's something you need to do, if you need to get a drink, whatever you need to do, leave the Facebook Live open, and we'll be right back as soon as we're done with the 15 minutes.
You can walk away. You could go to the bathroom, like an extended bathroom break.
And turn up your Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah.
And then when we come back, you'll hear our annoying voices just echoing through your house.
Sure, but while we're gone, you're going to hear some awesome music and some content that we had prepared especially for you.
Honestly, good content. This is brand new, first time for the Schnozzcast.
Yeah, next slide, Cory.
Which will be played during the during the 15-minute break.
Is it not showing through?
The picture's not coming up right.
All right. Well, we can recap then and or regroup and do that after the break.
Yeah, we'll do that after the break.
All right. We're going to take a break. Here we go.
All right, everybody. We're going to see you. We're going to take a 15-minute break. Corey is having a problem getting it up. So we're going to we're going to take a 15-minute break. So enjoy this brand new content from the Schnozzcast. Don't navigate away.
G'day from Down Under. Just a quick word so there's no whinging. No worries, the boys from Schnozzcast are taking a break from a ripper episode. Just grabbing a slab from the bottle-o to quench their thirst. So relax, grab yourself a coldie and enjoy the music. Ta!
Welcome back to the second half of
Second half.
the second half of episode 100. Thank you for sticking with us. Hopefully, someone out there enjoyed the new interlude music. You know, we got tired of just leaving you guys sitting there with a picture of Stay Tuned and no audio at all. So we made a little mixtape with some friends of ours. Danielle,
What was that?
I don't.
What just happened?
I forgot how full it was.
Again?
Oh, God, not again.
Yep.
Get it on
First
my-
time drinker.
Get it on my face.
Anyway, we had some friends of ours do some voiceovers to help us out and get us through the interlude. So hopefully you enjoyed that. We'll be augmenting that in the future. So Corey, what do you want to do here? Go back to that presentation and try to finish it up?
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Oh, can we?
Well, I can.
Yeah,
Let's hope.
he can. Corey, I believe in you.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
All right, sir. We got it working. Fantastic. Let's. So what we're doing here is just continuing, kind of like a look back at. I guess it'd be the last 50 episodes. We already went through the first 50.
So, starting out, here we go.
Yep. So Kevin learns to text. We had Kevin Cromwell had sent us a couple of actually several nonsensical texts, and we turned it into its own little segment because we were all highly tickled by that. The Passion Party. Remember that, Nick?
No, I don't.
I'll say I don't remember that one either.
Somebody that we know. Somebody that we know, a friend of the podcast.
Oh, listening to, yeah.
Had a passion party that they held, and we were trying to get them onto the show and trying to get them to call in from the passion party.
Yep.
Do you remember that?
I do. Yep.
Still don't
We
recall
won't,
it.
all right, we'll have to talk about it afterward. I don't want to say the person's name because perhaps they weren't supposed to have said passion party.
All right, fair enough.
While their husband was away. Mr. Todd Dillon joined with and gave us the epic pants story.
Do you recall that?
That's great.
As well as the Disney World story, a back-to-back. It was a great night that night. We had Text Message Theater starring Nicholas Bader, in which he recanted in his inimitable impressionistic style text messages from numerous people. I can't really remember who.
Yeah.
If you guys noticed the new make-believe bar that we hope to have one day that was in our background of the interlude of the 15-minute break, that bar is named the Irish Exit, and that's from that story.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently one of us is had some sort of history with
the one holding the wine bottle.
Irish exiting a bar.
Yeah. So
Bar houses.
For those of you who don't know, the Irish exit is when
Family parties.
Yeah, is when you're with your friends out at the bar or wherever you may be, and you've maybe had too many drinks, and the easier thing to do is to just leave instead of telling anyone you're leaving, because you know everyone wants you to stay.
Yeah, you're like, you know what? It's time for me to go, and it's probably better if I don't tell anyone it's time for me to go, and I just fucking leave.
So you just get up like, oh man, I gotta go take a piss, and
No. The true Irish exit, you don't say a fucking word.
You don't say
just
anything.
get up, walk away.
Yep. So that's where that came from.
Into the hills, into the sunset. Again, another classic Todd Dillon story, the fried chicken and porn story. Danielle going to take over the clicking. The kinkajou.
Oh yeah.
And the pankish snoozin' for Nicholas Bader.
Yeah, the pankish snoozin'. Oh, the pankish snoozin'.
Cory's Day in Heaven, which was a fantastic. I have nothing but it just brings a smile to my face when I think about that. I don't know how many minutes. It was probably like 30 minutes we devoted to what Cory's day would be like in heaven.
That was the first of a recurring every now and then segment, Nick's existential question.
Yeah.
Which the first question was, what would Cory's day in heaven be? And so we went around to the friends of the cast, and we asked each one of us what it would be. And it went on for quite some time, and it was pretty interesting.
Yeah. All right, click Danielle. The Midnight Star, first appearance of Nick's Day in Heaven, in which he created a fictitious bar called the Midnight Star.
That's right. It was a toss-up between the Midnight Star and the Stumble Inn.
Yep, and that's when we came up with that segment called Nick's Existential Question of the Week. Gentleman's Agreement came up with those right about the same time. Probably not the same episode. And the Pizza Man episode.
Or Pizzaman.
Pizzaman.
This
Call
is
back to Joey Guido.
Yeah, this was smack dab in the middle of COVID, when Joe Guido, who is owner and proprietor of a pizza conglomerate, wanted to know why law enforcement, nursing staff, and first responders got all the accolades during COVID. Because let's not forget, how are you eating? You're still
Right.
You're still eating pizza. So why can't the pizzaman be recognized?
What are you eating? Sterile gloves? No, you're eating pizza from the Pizzaman.
Next was Booze News.
Yep. Yeah, right about the same time. Ranch shampoo, another Joey Guido exclusive.
You can almost tell. You don't even have to think about it.
In which he extolled the virtues of washing one's hair with ranch dressing. Cory as an action figure.
Cory and action just don't go into the same sentence. I'm sorry.
Another one that just makes me smile every
That was
time
action right there, buddy. I'll tell you that much.
Tinkle Spring. The Hasbro Tinkle Spring. Vagina candles. Enough said.
Yep.
Snail Fever. Another callback to Mr. Cory Lebowski-Selesky. And the Mount Everest sandals. That could have been the same episode. You were on fire that episode.
Yeah, someone has to do it.
That was also Cory.
Body Lockout. Shout out to my mother's new husband, who inadvertently created this non-medical term to describe. I didn't remember what.
That's what it was.
To describe what he thought was a medical condition, which was really just an old person trying to work out. Letterkenny Live. We all took a road trip to go see them down in Chicago. We're big fans of Letterkenny on the podcast, and had taken a trip out there to indulge our fantasies in seeing them live, and it did not disappoint.
Saw them here in Detroit too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before COVID. We were like one of the only
we
ones
were the
they
last.
did.
The last episode
showing they
before
did.
everybody shut down for good.
I believe it was another existential question, death row meals.
Yeah, that is right. I forgot about that. That's when we. So we're kind of putting this on like a timeline with no dates, but in
Or episode numbers.
Sort of the order that they appeared, the order that they came in. Right about that, we came up with the Funko This segment. And speaking of Funko This, Cory, do we have a Funko This for this week?
We do. Once we finish this slide, we'll get to that.
Okay.
So as you can see, Cory came up with the Funko This segment. Bob got a little upset that he didn't have his own segment and wanted killer robots, which is why that's immediately.
Now, hold on. I've been talking about
after.
killer robots and the threat posed by said robots for many, many months.
I have something about the killer robots I think you would think was funny.
Okay,
Killer robots are never funny, Danielle.
No, because so we were watching last week's episode of The Masked Singer.
The Masked Singer.
The Masked Singer.
Okay, yep.
And one of the things that they did was bring a clue out on like a robot with the screen. Well, the first one came out fine. The second one, as it started to come out, it turned and crashed into the wall and fell on the ground. Yes. It was hilarious. And I thought of you.
Right, goddamn robots.
That was the first thing she said. She's like, "Oh, it's one of Bob's robots."
Yep.
Yeah.
Saw humans.
Well, hold on. No, they're not my robots.
Wow.
I don't want my name associated with any robots.
Well, it was, I mean.
I want my name associated with the people that warned you about said robots.
Did it attempt to like jettison out into the crowd of humans because it was trying to kill as many as possible?
No, it crashed into a wall and fell.
It's trying to kill itself.
And
Robot
then couldn't
suicide.
get
Too
up.
many humans.
Now, if that robot was trying to help us by freezing our bodies and jettisoning us into deep space to be revived by an alien race in the future, then I would take ownership of that.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
Just to be clear.
Mental note.
Also, another Bob segment.
Just to be fair.
Drunk Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair.
To be fair?
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair.
To be fair. Wouldn't be 100th episode without that.
But to be fair.
To be fair. Drunk Christmas. I don't know that I necessarily copyrighted that, but
No,
I've certainly put it into practice more than most.
Around these parts, you did.
Yeah.
Drunk Christmas, very quickly, in case you guys don't know, Drunk Christmas is when you go out and you've had too many libations and you start ordering things on Amazon and then you forget. And then they show up on your porch and you're like, oh, what is this?
It's Drunk Christmas.
Oh, my God.
And it's like Christmas.
I love me.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I wanted.
I know exactly what to buy
How
myself.
did I know that?
This is amazing. This is the thing that I thought that I never had the money to buy because it didn't make any sense
It made
whatsoever.
no sense, right? You can't afford that. Guess what?
Guess
you
what,
can.
buddy?
And you did.
You are welcome.
Thank you for crystallizing that so eloquently. Moon toilets. We had quite a bit of back and forth on shitting on the moon. The Pizza Time players. Please tell me.
Fuck that. No.
National Mustard
I
Day?
must have just completely read over this when I was going through
You
the
must have.
I was going to say, how did your fingers not cramp with arthritis while trying to type this?
Yeah, no, not a fan.
Beach stuffing. Oh, so good.
Beach stuffing is good?
Stuffing on the beach.
No.
On to the
That's an
next.
Oscoda callback. 90-second sports segment that we came up with.
See, I can get on board with the 90-second sports. And people that don't listen very often, we're not a sports podcast, self-proclaimed. But I have given, and everybody knows me, I'm not a sports person, but I've given my blessing to 90-second sports on the Schnozzcast, which is where we put a stop timer or a stopwatch. And,
Sure.
And the boys can talk as much as they want about sports for 90 seconds. Yeah.
Grilled Cheese Week, which was copyright Bob Rankin 2020. I'm hoping to introduce a line of perhaps some cardigans that say Grilled Cheese Week on the back. And last but not least, hobo casserole. Hopefully some of the viewers / listeners have gotten a bit of a kick out of that. I know I did, trying to put it together. Like, how could you? My main thought was like, how do you try to condense 100 episodes into like, what did we talk about? Like, what did we do? Did we accomplish anything? Did we gain any ground? Did we learn anything new? Yes. The answer is yes, we did.
Of course we did.
All right. So, Cory, for our next call-in guest, I tried to reach him while we were on a break, but I got no answer. But you said that you had reached out to Mr. Kevin Cromwell.
Yes, he was messaging on the break.
Okay.
In the room.
So he's our first. You said he was good with the video. So,
yeah.
So this is probably all you then.
Hang on.
I tried to reach him just to kind of give him a heads up, like, hey, we're running late. But if you want to try them now.
So if you guys could bear with us, we're going to attempt to do our first video call-in guest.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
We've never done it. We just haven't been confident enough.
No, that is not true.
Well, no, we are brimming with overconfidence.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
We think we could do anything.
We think we could do the last couple things, and
No.
eventually we get there.
Well,
But
No, Alan Christensen was on he did a video call-in with us.
he did?
on
He did.
Zoom, though, wasn't it?
No, that was here on Switcher.
No.
On
Yeah.
on the cast.
On the cast?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Let me double check.
We're
Yes,
gonna-
110% sure.
I'm going to ask you to take
gonna-
your eyes and move them to the downward position towards the computer to try and make this one work, Phil. Because I don't want to hear a hang on. Or
Hold on a second.
yeah, hold on, it's working. So we're going to attempt to do a calling guest of Kevin Cromwell, past superfan.
Yeah. Former Schnozzcast historian, Kevin Cromwell.
I mean, you got to give the guy
He
a
did
little
hold the
bit of a break.
superfan title before Gina Vlasblom.
Yeah, for quite some time.
Uh-oh. Bit of an echo going on, Cory.
Yep, gotcha.
Or is that you?
Nope, it's Cory.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought otherwise, because all that finger wagging apparently was for no reason.
Apparently.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Oh, that's never good.
That's not a good sound
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah. When you hear "oh boy" from Cory, you know good things are going to happen.
Oh yeah. So as we move on, while Cory has got a look on his face like he's trying to crack a safe.
Yeah, while he's trying to crack that safe, I would like to put it back to Ms. Danielle Finn.
Yeah.
Just for a brief, Danielle, you have been putting up with all sorts of male nonsense for the better part of 100 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
You've been by Cory's side for good or bad for 100 episodes.
Yeah.
And you've been here trying to help us to bring the funny and, make a good show. What are your thoughts about what we've been trying to do here? Have we made any progress?
Oh, absolutely.
Have
This
we
is
done
way
anything good?
different than when we first started.
Than sitting in my kitchen? What was the first one that you were on?
I think I was in the kitchen.
Were you in the kitchen?
I think so.
Well, you were making us cocktails and
No.
things like that while we were on the show. While we were
I'm
on
not
the
your
show.
fucking girlfriend, remember?
Not your fucking waitress.
Wishful thinking, Danielle.
No, I think I was at least, I feel like I was in the kitchen at least a couple of times.
Do you think?
I think so.
I remember. I don't remember. I remember Joe being in the kitchen but we say the kitchen, but at Bob's house when we first started at the beginning point of the podcast. But I want to say that you were at least on some of the kitchen casts, as I would say, kitchen revisited. I don't know how much you were in the kitchen when it originally transpired, but
Yeah.
when we did a kitchen revisited, remember we did a kitchen cast,
Kitchen cast?
with Todd Dillon and
Yes.
with Brett Engel
Yep.
in the kitchen. We were in the kitchen for that. So
Yeah, but that was not.
no, it was
we
not
had
an
come back
original
to-
kitchen
we had-
cast. It was
we
a
had come back
revisited
to
Yeah, I don't know if it
kitchen
was
cast,
the
right.
original kitchen.
Right. We didn't have enough room in the basement for everybody.
no, I think when it first started,
That's true.
in its most antiquated state, I think it was me, Joe, Cory, and Bob.
Yeah.
And then when we moved downstairs, you got on board, and
Right.
you were like, I remember Cory was like, yeah, we're doing this.
Right.
We're gonna start doing this, and you're like, yeah, well, I'll show up. But this was also a time, which people don't understand, that Cory worked a lot and Cory went out a lot, and you and Cory were not living together.
Correct.
So you did not get to see him really very often at all.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a good segue for you to be able to be with him and hang out with him and see what he enjoys doing,
Right.
as opposed to, just going to a local, watering hole and sitting there and having a drink when you're like, I'm fucking tired. I want to go to bed.
Right.
So I think it started this is something that my man wants to do. If he likes it, I'm going to like it, and then you started enjoying it yourself, and you came the focal point of some segments, and I think you ended up having fun,
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't keep coming if I wasn't having fun.
Yeah, 100%.
Even when I fall asleep.
So here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I have 2 people standing by in the room. We're going to see how this works.
Okay.
Bob, we bringing on Mr. Cromwell first?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, everyone, welcome to the room, Mr. Kevin Cromwell. Kevin, how are you, sir?
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Not
Kevin,
bad. How
good.
about
How
yourself?
are you?
All right.
Yeah, we're doing all right, guys.
Glad to hear from you again, sir. It's been quite a little while.
Yeah, it has. Family life and COVID life makes life interesting.
Oh, I don't doubt that, sir. Well, wait, speaking of which, how do you have a Saturday night off and you're at home?
Well, this is my one day off this week.
Oh, you're one?
And you're spending it with the 100th episode of the Schnozzcast. It's fantastic.
It just happened to work out that way.
It just so happened.
Kevin, we bust balls a lot in this podcast, and I know that you had pledged your fealty to the Schnozzcast so many months ago to be our historian, but then life got in the way, and you had, I think, like 5 kids in the last year. And then and had been working like 5 jobs, and so you just had to abdicate the position. But I want to take this opportunity just to say thank you for all the times that you were on the podcast, for the work that you did, for trying to document some of the shit that we talked about, and really just kind of being a friend to us to help us to get from where we started to where we are now. So thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely. I still actually have that documentation that I've got, so I can come back and re-pull it back up and continue to add to it.
Yeah, but right about now, I would feel horrible in asking you to do such a crazy task because you have now like 12 children total and about 7 jobs. 7 jobs. And so the fact that you're even talking to us now, I don't even know how you're doing it.
Yeah, we make things work. It's priorities.
Yeah, okay. Well, so what was your just kind of looking back on, dude, we've been doing this 100 episodes, and we would not have gotten this far without a lot of help from a lot of our friends, of which you are a big part of that. So when you first heard that we were going to start doing a podcast, and what were your first thoughts? Like, what the fuck is the podcast, or why would you guys even bother that?
Yeah, well, it was actually while I was still in nursing school, and so it gave me a break, a mental break from all the studying I was doing at the time.
Okay.
So that's where it kind of all started.
Kevin, I remember you originally told me, you said, you're like, oh man, you guys do a podcast? I listen to all kinds of podcasts while I'm trying to study. It really just helps the time go by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. I was trying to find a lot of. I was one that looking at different ones, and none of them really set in that I liked. But having a personal connection with y'all, it kind of put it together.
Oh, that's very kind. That's a very kind phrase to use. And you know what? It means the world to us because we know how busy you are. And every time I don't see you that often, and certainly not as much as Nick and Cory have over the last year or two. But every time I did, you always had tons of shit going on, to the point where I'm like, I don't even know how you're out here getting a beer with us. But you always had time to have a kind word to say, to share something that we were doing, or just to offer your support. And you're the only one. You're the only one of the people that listen to us who've literally sat in for me when I couldn't do an episode and take my place. And I will always appreciate you for that.
Oh, man. I want to clear this up, too. I think it was episode 30 or 34. That was not my idea to come back to the house and continue the podcast intoxicated like that.
No, it's never the first choice for the plan, Kevin. You just roll with it.
And don't worry. There are certain portions of that did not get the 3 thumbs of approval that would never make it to fruition, where we all kind of got to the point where we were like on The Voice or something like that, where
The Voice
or the X Factor, whatever they call it, where they give the thumbs up or thumbs down. I don't watch TV. I don't care.
I don't know what you're talking about.
America's Got Talent. How about that?
Those are X's.
Okay, X's or no X's, thumbs ups or thumbs downs.
Sure.
Know where the thumbs up or thumbs down is.
Are we referring to the second half that we did?
Yeah.
It was I was out of town at Wally's house golfing with Wally and Anton and Bowen and
doing all kinds of illicit drugs.
Kevin sat in my chair and tried to do a podcast where he was me and everything was fine. Everything was awesome.
Kevin, I will tell you, I still have that video and audio. So
it never made it to production.
Nick was trying to make pizza and like there was a lot of dead air, so I'm like, you can't let dead air go on.
The consummate professional, Kevin Cromwell, ladies and gentlemen.
Just so you all. What's that?
Go ahead, Nick.
No, what's that?
I said, you notice I slimmed down my headset too, by the way.
Did you? I can see.
Yeah, I can see your ears.
It's crazy.
Went from the Fighter Pilot headphones to the nice Streamline AirPods.
Speaking of Fighter Pilot, it reminds me, rough segue, but not only do we appreciate Kevin, and he's a really good friend, and for quite some time he's a podcast historian, and behind the scenes I'm sure he still listens to the podcast, but he's got as life goes on. But Kevin is also a veteran and served our country, so we appreciate your service, sir.
No, thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you.
Absolutely. I know missed you on this past Veterans Day, but we do appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. I appreciate the support. And one of my things that I've got for listening to the podcast is, I drive about 45 minutes to work, 5-6 days a week, whatever it is. And I work midnight shift. And so this is a podcast. And in regards to Danielle's defense, Bob's voice does put you to sleep.
Kevin,
go fuck yourself, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin.
Kevin, have you ever gone off the road?
No.
Have you ever Have you ever hit the rumble strips when Bob's been talking?
Yes.
Well, that's what they're there for.
They're now known as Rankin strips.
Kevin, it has been a pleasure.
Love you, Kevin.
Thanks for letting us call you, and we hope to hear from you real soon.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. And
thanks, buddy.
Continue on the next 100 episodes.
Oh, fuck. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
We appreciate it.
All right, later, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
I love you, Kev.
See ya. All right, sir. I hate to, you know what? We're asking a lot of Cory in this episode because he's kind of running the Schnozzcast switchboard. But the next thing I think we absolutely need to do is the Marble Team sketch.
Okay.
So if there's anybody left out there in the room watching this on Facebook Live from my old fraternity, what we're about to show you here, if we can pull it off, is a sketch from Teak on the Town at Alma College, 1990. So 30 years ago this year, involving at least one frater who's scheduled to join us a little bit later, and maybe a couple others who are watching. But this is going to be the Marble Team sketch from Teak on the Town, 1990. Cory, we got the. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, turn me up there, sir.
Hit it again.
There we go.
All right, so we're gonna give this a shot. Hopefully, this will work. No, this is footage not seen in 30 years, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what that is from the bathroom, but I know who was responsible for it. It was Nicholas Bader, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so please,
without further ado,
Cory, let's see if we can make this work. Maybe we can. Maybe we can't.
apparently I have to close everything out again and restart it. So
for fuck's sake.
It will work. It will work.
How long will that take, sir?
2 seconds.
2 seconds?
Yep.
I only have to dance for 2 seconds?
Only for 2 seconds.
All right. So let me just offer my thoughts on the last 100 episodes. I am looking across the table at Danielle and Cory, and to my left, Mr. Nicholas Bader, who's now pouring shots again, because those are always needed. And let me just say to my dearest friends, I love you all, and I would rather, I couldn't have made it through this without you. And this is something that I've thought about for a long time and something that I wanted to do, something I wanted to try. I thought we would be good at it. I thought that people would enjoy what we had to talk about. And to some very, very tiny percentage, they have. But it doesn't matter how many people are listening or watching. I love you guys.
Love you too.
Well, thank you, sir. That
Cory also
thank you
that means a lot.
Thank you for following for joining me in this journey, and we've got to 100 fucking episodes. Let's do a shot, boys and girls.
If you're listening to the audio version, as you know, you can pause us. And we're back.
Oh, the
his favorite button.
Yeah, I love you too, Bob.
Dripping with sincerity.
Yeah, well, you know what? I was trying to blow my nose in the bathroom.
Is that what was happening?
We heard you.
With your asshole?
That did not sound like an asshole at all.
I'm going to say,
it kinda did.
Let's go back to the tape.
Well, if I could blow my nose or blow something out of my ass and walk directly out of the bathroom that quickly, then you should marvel at me.
We do every day.
We always do. We always do.
All right. Try number 2.
Here we go.
Here we go.
On the second try.
Teague in the Town, 1990, ladies and gentlemen, the Marble Team sketch.
Senior, 5-year letterman named most accurate shooter in 1988. This is Peter Pistol Pinky.
Mr. Dennis Regan.
At small shooter, a 5'6", 169 and 3/8 pound junior. A first-year shooter hailing from somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle. PD Projectile Pusher.
Without his duster, Mr. Dan Vandenboom.
A 5'7", 110-pound senior, voted most improved shooter last season.
Nick, they had a lot of time on their hands back then.
Skippy Scattershot.
Mr. Stephen Manco.
Shooter of 6'5", 98-pound sophomore from Oxford, named best hustler in 1988. Here is Freddie Flicker. At special team shooter, 6'4", 100-pound senior from Marberton, West Virginia.
You know that, gentleman.
He was named best sportsman in the MIAA last year. This is Steely Dan.
Who's that?
That might be Chris Welch, but it's probably Scott Alexander. I'm not really sure.
How tall are these people?
Very tall. Well, Anton's 6'5", so.
The man in the middle, the king of the thumb, your captain, Bart Big Shooter.
Mr. Todd Buderak, lost to obscurity.
And your manager, who was recently forced to quit the team and give up his very promising marble career after suffering a severe case of Nintendo thumb, which required arthroscopic surgery on his shooting thumb. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm round of applause to our fallen shooter, Julius Jet Thumb.
And who's that?
I do not know who that is.
Jesus, Bob.
Oh, wonderful. So for the people that really don't know who anyone this is.
Hold on.
Kind of nervous being up here, but we got this marble tournament and stuff, and we don't get that good of support now. So we were wondering if you guys could come to our marble tournament and watch us, because we got good raffles and stuff. Like first prize in raffle, we get a new calculator and all. And second place is a pocket protector, I think, right? And third is a new pencil set. Yeah, and I think fourth prize is a Zeta Sigma bib.
That was throwing shade back in 1990.
We need more money for tournaments. So we got this marble manager club. Like you can help fund us and stuff. So just send a mail message on the fax machines or something. I'm sure somebody will get it. But in halftime we got this really cool. The juggler's gonna come there and juggle, and we got the medieval sword fights and stuff. So that'll be cool. And kind of nervous, and
I'm not sure Anton can pull his pants up any higher.
He still has those today.
Balls?
After we got this.
No, those are gone now.
Okay.
We got mineral water chilling and stuff, and cookies and crackers, the whole 9 marbles.
I heard.
And we got a big Dungeons and Dragons tournament too, so table set up. So I guess that's about it. And do your stretches. Okay.
And now, while we await the arrival of the Hope College team, Alma will go through their pre-game warm-ups.
Toes with the thumbs. Begin. Count to 5. 1, 3.
I can't help from watching Anton on this part.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just received word that the Hope College marble team has forfeited the match because they have no marble team. In fact, no other school in the MIAA has a marble team. So I guess that means Alma College wins the league title for the 5th consecutive year. Let's hear it for our champion. Get out of here, Pete Pistol. Key.
Guys, thank you for indulging me.
Wow.
What can you say other than wow?
Zowie.
All right. So to follow that up.
It's hard to follow. It's a hard act to follow. I'll have to say
very
that.
hard.
I'll have to say that.
I do have a certain someone waiting by in the room.
To join the video?
To join the video.
Is it who I think it is?
If he goes by the initials TD, then yes.
Oh, no, that's not who I was thinking
of.
of.
You're waiting on someone else?
Paddlefoot?
Yeah. No, I was waiting for
no.
What? I was waiting for one of the members of the Marvel team.
Dr. Phil Anton.
Freddie Flicker was supposed to join us.
You're speaking in tongues now, Bob. You understand that Cory wasn't even born yet when this came out.
It was 1990. I was around.
Around?
Yeah, I was like...
It was 3.
You were 3. Yeah.
That's fast math, Danielle.
Okay.
Cory was like...
I was 4.
Cory looked up in the air. He's like, I was like, and then Danielle answered the question. Cory doesn't do age math, though. We all know that from previous podcasts.
Age math?
I will say,
Age
looking
math,
at the comments here while that was up on the screen, it looks like Todd had his finger right on every one of those guys and who they were. So
yeah, Paddlefoot, fax machine.
Can we take care of that? All right,
that's not me.
Yeah, it is
definitely you.
I got nothing.
He's got nothing.
I got nothing. All right.
Okay. All right. I do have someone else in the room.
Okay.
Sorry, Todd. I like you better than Phil.
No, we're gonna do Todd afterward, but we got to go first to
Freddie Flicker.
Freddie Flicker from the 1990 Alma College Marble team.
Let's give me 1 second here. We'll get him.
Is
get
it
him on.
Marble team.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep
flicking marbles with
I
your
thought
thumb?
you kept saying Marvel.
Yeah,
and
I
was
did.
like, what the fuck is
I did as well.
Marvel?
Yeah,
You know
I
what?
did as well.
There's probably not a whole lot of, in 2020, marble teams around, to be fair.
Wherever.
Well, but the thing is that at no point did I marvel at that video. So
I saw you laughing a couple times.
I did, but a marvel. I mean, that's a pretty far stretch.
So without further ado,
that's fair.
Here we go, everyone.
Freddie Flicker.
Freddie Flicker. Mr. Freddie, how are you, sir?
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
You're coming in and out, Freddie.
No, I'm just saying hello a couple of times.
Oh, okay. Well,
Freddie, it's been 30 years. How have you been keeping yourself up?
I like your hat.
What have you been doing for the last 30 years, Freddie?
Well, I'm the captain of the. I'm still in college. I'm not the captain of the Southern Illinois University Carbondale Saluki Marble Team. I've got my uniform, my warm up on right here. I don't know if you can see that or not.
We can.
Yeah, we can all see it, Freddie.
Absolutely.
But we had these specially made, and we're pretty proud of what we put together down here. Because Elm College had to make its team back in 1992, and they really haven't been any marble team since then. So we're the first one that's been in place in 30 years, and luckily enough, I still had some eligibility left.
Oh, luckily, yes, for the team, of course.
Did you start as a redshirt freshman in 1990?
Yeah. I got hurt. I got hurt 17 times my freshman year.
Flicking marbles.
Mostly major injuries that required hospital time. But not really. I didn't really be seen by a doctor. I was just hanging out at the hospital.
I was going to say, were those asthma-related hospitalizations or actual injury hospitalizations?
We like to refer to it as respiratory.
Oh, respiratory, yes. Sorry, Freddie, sorry.
Yeah, it's a medical term that not very many people understand. But there's a lot of us that are afflicted by it, and it requires use of vaporizer and such.
A vaporizer?
Respiratory,
albuterol, things like that.
Oh, okay. I was thinking the other vaporizer that I haven't seen tonight. So
no.
I'm not allowed to use albuterol because it makes me a little nervous.
I couldn't imagine why, Freddie. You don't look nervous at all.
No. Well, this is my first live TV appearance. Where are the cameras?
Well, they're here, and then I think there's one that you're holding right to your face.
What?
All right,
Freddie.
I thought I was just talking on my phone.
Yeah, no, you're on speakerphone.
I have my phone,
Freddie, do you know the whereabouts of the rest of your marble team compatriots?
Well, Skippy Scattershot was killed by his own troops in the Gulf War. And then our manager, who I can't remember his name, he's the guy with the striped shorts that you saw there in the video. He got in some trouble. He was caught leaving his mother's basement. And so he had to be put in jail for a while, and I think maybe still there, which I think Bill is his mother's basement.
That would make the most sense.
As far as the rest of the team goes, Bart Big Shooter went on to fame and fortune on the international marble circuit. I believe that's where he's living right now. He's living in Romania, where most of the marble action takes place. Actually, after the COVID pandemic is over, I'm hoping to join him there.
I sense a little bit of a jealousy there.
Well, he's always gotten a lot of attention because he's somewhat muscular. And none of the rest of us were, so he kind of stood out. That's why he was given the microphone to speak, because he threatened to kill us all. Get the microphone.
Understandably so, sir. So how does it feel to... how does it feel to see that video after so long?
30 years.
Yeah. It really brought back a lot of memories of good times that I had in college. That we were at Alma, we hung out, mostly at Van Dusen Commons. And we had lots of good times, and really enjoyed the college experience, except for the time we got our asses kicked, which was a lot.
No, Freddie,
mostly by the medieval people.
Freddie, I saw that on the older video there that you guys did quite the cardio workout. Was that something you guys did all the time, and do you still keep that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. I average about a quarter mile a week, which is a little down from where I was at half a mile a week in college. But being that I'm still in college, it's pretty important that I keep up my conditioning.
We noticed you were struggling with the thumb workout. Or were you able to successfully do that in your later years, or no?
I get lots of work with my thumbs.
Okay.
During certain activities.
Okay.
Which I'm going to decline to go in right now.
We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
Freddie, it has been a pleasure. It's been 30 years, and we love to catch up with someone after 30 years of... What the fuck? Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah. Sorry. There's three dogs in my parents' basement, and they're very intimidating, especially this one.
All right,
very intimidating.
Freddie, it has been a pleasure. Thank you for taking our call. We're so honored to have you on the podcast.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. You're my favorite podcast of all time. This is like a real thrill for me.
Well, keep up the marble work, sir. We're all big fans.
All right. Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna dedicate next tournament performance to y'all.
Oh, thank you, Freddie.
Thank you, Freddie.
That means so much.
Yeah. I picked up the vernacular here in Southern Illinois. So I say y'all now.
Well, thank you for your marble service, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Freddie. Talk to you soon.
All right. Peace, mofos.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Freddie Flicker. 30 years following that performance, that crucial league win against Hope College. So, Cory,
this isn't a made up thing, ladies and gentlemen. This is not something that we maybe trial and errored a little bit. This is a first time Schnozzcast exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive.
This is the first time that my eyes have ever laid upon any marble team, let alone such a successful one. So yeah. I really appreciate that, and it really hits close to my heart to be able to see something like that from so long ago and then see it come to fruition with Freddie.
Plucks on the old heartstrings, sir.
It really does. It tugs on them.
Cory, we got someone else sitting in the room, though, who's been waiting.
Yes, we do.
And I think it's time to bring him on.
All right. I guess we can, if you guys are ready.
Oh, well, we'll never fully be ready, but we're going to do the best we can. For the majesty that is Senior, Chicken and Porn, Pants Story, Disney World Story, the one, the only, Mr. Todd Dillon.
Cory, we're also getting told by some folks that there may be an echo in the the video colors.
There's definitely an echo now.
Oh, wow.
We got some theme music.
Wow.
What's up, bitches?
Todd Dillon, how are you, sir?
I'm doing all right, man.
Man, it is good to see your shining face underneath that mask. But I got to tell you, that's a badass shirt you're sporting.
Yeah. Are you of sound mind, sir?
Sound mind. Sound body.
All right.
Okay. That's a fine shirt you're sporting, sir. What do you got there?
I got the greatest grab of all time, man. P at the top, baby.
In the teak face mask? Wow.
I'm bringing the thunder.
Todd, we expected nothing less from you, sir. With what we're trying to do tonight, I you know what? I don't know if I'm cutting you off. Hopefully I'm not, but let me just start by saying thank you for all of your support through 100 episodes, buddy. Not just on the podcast, but off the podcast as well. Post episode, late night rap sessions, career advice, all of that shit. I know I owe you a life debt, and I think that a couple other folks do as well. So
that is definitely true.
Yeah, we love you, man, and we're so proud and happy to have you on video on the podcast.
Me too.
It's good to be here. Danielle, looking great tonight.
Thanks, Todd.
Cory.
Yes.
Three-way handshake.
Again, Todd, this has nothing to do with what we talked about the other night.
Nick.
Yes, sir.
And tons of great food on the book. Keep it coming.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Bobby. My man.
I love you, brother.
Love you too.
Money.
Happy 100, man. It's awesome.
I can't believe we got here.
I knew you guys would make it. I can't. Hopefully, I got number 2.
Did you just say you hope you're on for 1,000?
Yeah.
1,000 episodes.
Yeah,
that I might not be alive by the time we hit 1,000. 1,000 might be my memorial podcast.
I'll be here.
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
If he's lucky, he's going to be in a giant microphone-shaped coffin. So.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, I should be lucky enough to share it with you, Todd. So yeah, go ahead.
No, you. There's a bit of a delay. So apologize.
No, I feel like you've got. Do you have us on speaker?
No. I got my PC.
Did you lose him?
No, he's still on. People are saying we're getting an echo.
Yeah, there's a bit of an echo. You still there, Todd?
I am, and you're launching my echo.
All right, Todd. Do you want to stop and try to connect him via Bluetooth?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Let's try it and see if we don't get the echo.
Okay.
Okay, Todd, we're gonna call you back.
All right.
All right, call you right back. You know what, folks? This is just what happens. Sometimes.
Cory?
Yes, sir.
Is this better?
We were going off what people were saying, so.
Not really. Todd, we're going to disconnect the video from you, and I'm going to call you from my phone.
Okay.
All right, I'll call you in a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is just, you just got to roll with it. That's all you got to do.
It's new technology.
So, yeah, and you know what? I've got Todd Dillon on speed dial, so that's just what we're going to do. Mobile number.
Is that better?
Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you plenty good. Tell Cory he can just mute me out. I got you guys on video still.
Yeah, no, I know, but the audio sounds way better on this than it did. For some reason, you know what? This is one of the first. I know Cory keeps saying like, oh, we had Alan Christensen on video earlier. I don't remember what episode it was, but this is really the first time we've tried it like back to back to back. Like we're gonna bring like this person on, then that person on. Really, this has been, and it's been hit and miss. We've had success and not as success. So I think in the interest of trying to move this forward, because we still have.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. So I appreciate it. Okay, cool, man. Good. Cool, brother. So I hope everything's going well. How's Mary and the kids? Or Mary and the dogs?
Mary and the kids are doing well. We're doing good. We're hanging in there.
Okay. What's the state of Washington doing these days? Are they getting along okay?
The rain has arrived, man. That's what everybody's bummed out about. We got a ton of rain, and it's cool now. And then we got a ton of people getting sick.
Getting sick?
Yeah, we're like everybody else. I think the Rona is going around, man.
Yeah, it's certainly hitting a lot of places. Okay, well, are you working remote these days? Mary working remote, or are you guys still having to like go out and be around other people?
Yeah. Most of the offices are still shut down these days around these parts, so not much action other than to go pick up food for takeout and whatnot.
Okay.
But actually, Mary's working tonight. She's actually out and about.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bitch better have my money.
Well, that's a yeah. I think I could call you any night of the week, and that would be the line.
You're quite the doting husband, sir.
Dude. So can we still? Sorry to interrupt you, Todd. Cory, can we still see him on video, even though he's talking over my audio connection?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
let's just do that.
I completely figured out, because now this is live now.
Oh, okay.
So we still see the picture of Todd.
Yeah.
I'll explain to you guys afterwards what was going on with that.
No problem.
But now there's no echo, as we can see from the listeners.
Okay, from the audio over the Bluetooth.
From the audio, yeah.
Okay.
It's completely good.
We'll just do that then.
So.
Yeah. Well done, sir. All right. So, Todd, would you be surprised to know that you have been on the podcast 3 times? This would be number 4.
I would not.
This would be number 4, actually.
I already posted that. In the chat, man. I knew I was on for number 4.
Okay. All right.
Me and King Dome or Freddie Flicker are tied.
Yes. Yeah, you are. Even after tonight. So it's going to be a race to the clock to see.
I'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
That's fine.
King Dome has been on way more than Freddie Flicker. We've only seen Freddie one time, literally on the podcast.
And as a matter of fact, too, Todd, someone's very upset that your face is back on the screen.
Who's that?
What?
Certain Mr. Phil Anton.
He's always been a bit of a jealous.
Okay, all right. First of all, he didn't go through years and years and years of schooling to be called Mr. Okay, his name.
That's why I went with Mr.
His name is Dr. Phil Anton.
Mr.
Just
Phil Anton.
so you know,
Mr. Phil Anton.
Just
gotcha.
so you know.
Gotcha.
I call him King Dome or Captain Stroman.
It is Dr. Dome to you, sir.
Wait, no, hold on. Is it not to quote Mike D from the Beastie Boys, but isn't it to fall in line with like Dr. Lee PhD? Wouldn't it be Dr. Anton PhD? Todd,
that's a stretch.
It'd be Dr. Giant Head douchebag.
Wow,
that's something.
Hold
the
on.
Shade.
No, he's got to get his shots in right now because he knows that he's going to be followed by Dr. Phil Anton PhD. So.
Did I ever tell you the story about I was sleeping in the fraternity room house and I woke up and Phil Anton had his hand on my wiener?
Todd, I will tell you, you have not, but I want to hear that story.
It's like 15 minutes. I woke up. I'm like, what's going on here?
Wait, did you say after 15 minutes?
So
it felt good, Bob.
So Todd,
I finished, and then I'm like, "What the fuck?"
So Todd,
this is so gay. What are you doing?
I thought it was Phil Bowen.
So Todd, you're
oh God,
you're saying it was to completion.
His hands were so soft.
Oh,
very long fingers when you're 6'5".
Oh God. Oh. Okay. Yes, sir. You are. So, Todd Dillon.
Hey, I got another story.
Yeah,
Phil
no.
Anton.
But yeah,
That
before I keep congratulating Todd and complimenting him, let's let him keep digging a deeper hole with all his insults of his frat brothers.
So no insult, but no guy passes an egg like Dr. Anton. That guy can swallow some eggs and pass them down the line like nobody's business.
Wow. I feel like we're under a tree from
Hold
all
on. Didn't we all pledge together? Why are you speaking as though you were an outsider?
So I voted no on all of you.
No, you were with us. You couldn't have voted no on me.
I don't recall any of that.
There were some chunks going on.
Yeah, after we pledged.
He was passing, and they kept passing them back and forth to each other. It's the nastiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
All right, Todd. Just so you know, he's going to follow you here. The next and final. You are the penultimate, right? The penultimate audio guest on the 100th episode of the Schnozzcast. You're going to be followed by the ultimate guest, which is going to be Dr. Phil Anton, PhD. Just so you know what's coming.
He's coming back? He gets a double dip?
He was never here tonight.
He was never here before.
No, he was never here.
Oh! His cousin, Flick Boy, doesn't get the nod. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I see that work.
Well, listen. So let me pivot back to complimenting Todd following that torrent of profanity and put downs. Todd, you have been like an older brother, like a confidant, like a good luck charm to both me and the podcast. And I love you, and I'm so happy that you were able to join us tonight because this has been a lot of work to get here, and you are absolutely one of the people that we could not have done this without.
You guys are awesome, and you got a great crew. I heard Gina on earlier. What an awesome contributor she is. She's actually picked me up when I was down a while ago. What a great podcast! I'm excited for you guys. This is way different than the first time I was on, and barring the echo because dudes don't know how IP networking works.
I got to figure it out, Todd. I got to figure it out.
Oh shit! Don't say that because he'll start quizzing you, bitch.
I got to figure it out.
He is not above quizzing you mid podcast on IP networking.
We'll leave that on the porch for today, but I'm eager to touch on that subject next time. You guys should have a whole podcast dedicated to me quizzing Cory.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's like comedy gold.
That's fantastic. Thank you for bringing that up, Todd.
Right? Yeah,
so glad to have
Lenny
you on.
Bruce, George Carlin, Todd Dillon quizzing bitches on IP networking. They all fall in the same category.
Absolutely.
Yep.
What's the packet, bitch?
So when are you coming back to Michigan, man?
When you guys freaking pour some water on that Rona, dude.
Dude, you're not doing much better than us out in fucking Washington State. I'm not sure I want to. I'm not sure I want you on a plane bringing that shit back here. Quite honestly.
Well, hey, I was in Arizona all week last week.
Oh shit, you're bringing it in from multiple states. Well,
I know.
Okay, I rescind that invitation.
Check it out.
We have all the Tussin factories in overdrive to take care of that Rona.
Yeah, dude.
I'll be back when it's warm, Bob. Actually, when the golf courses open up again, I'll be back.
Okay, it's a date because I can't remember the last time you and I played golf.
I do. I remember I drove that par 4.
Were we with Paul Davila?
No, it's just you and I.
Just really?
Yeah.
Where were we at?
Some shithole course. I mean, am I cursing on the...
All right, so here's what I want to do, Todd. And I'm going to close this out by saying, I love you, and I want you to come back here when all this shit is over, and we're going to do a Schnozzcast golf outing, all of us together, whether you golf or not.
Except for Nick.
Nick too. If
no,
you don't,
he won't be there.
If you don't, fuck you. You're not going to be there.
You can drive the beer cart, Nick.
Yeah, just fucking drive and drink. You do not have to golf. Oh. Danielle, if you don't want to, you don't have to golf. Just
I have golf clubs.
I know you do.
Public service announcement. The Schnozzcast does not condone drinking and driving.
You know what?
So
I do like it, though.
You can drive the golf cart and have a drink. I'm totally fine with that. Let's just go out. We're all going to go out and do at least 9 holes together. How about that, Todd?
I love it.
We can I can take you guys over to Groseal Country Club. We're members, so we can take you over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I can't
Sign
wait.
me up, man.
I can't wait.
Hey, congratulations on 100, and realistically, hopefully I'm on for 200 and beyond.
Wait, I thought you said 1,000. Now we're down to 200?
I worked it out, and for sure you're going to be dead by now.
Yeah, you're probably right about
crunch
that.
The numbers real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably spot on. All right, brother. I love you. We'll talk to you soon. Best of Mary and the dogs.
Love you, Todd. We love you, brother.
Love you.
Thank you, sir.
Love you. 5,000, Gene.
See you.
Mr. Todd Dillon, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Todd Dillon.
The one that is absolutely irreplaceable.
Well, if you ask Mary, I'm not sure that's necessarily true.
No, he's not. Great guy, amazing guy in person, just as amazing in person. Actually, more amazing in person than he is on sketchy video.
Well, that might be true as well.
No, the video was coming through clear. It was just the delay in the Wi-Fi situation right now.
Yeah,
so.
well, whatever you want to call it.
It'll be fine. The echoing, though, I don't know about the first 2 callers. It might be...
well, hopefully with Mr. Todd Dillon, an executive in IT, Mr. Bob Rankin, and soon to be yourself, we can, with 3 different people in that field, get that together.
Yeah, and Nick Bader, who seems to be able to pull software that solves the problem right out of his asshole.
I'm a problem solver.
We can't lose. We cannot lose.
People sometimes call me the fire distinguisher.
Oh, Jesus.
Fire distinguisher?
Well.
Okay.
Those people don't really know English.
Exactly.
English is not their native language.
That's a fire.
I will tell you, the audio though will be clean. So at least we're good on that aspect.
Okay, so we have one more calling guest. So I just sent you a text responding to your text, which happened while I was talking to Todd. I don't know if you need it anymore or not, but are we connecting Phil Anton over video only or video on your end and audio on my end?
Well, I'm waiting for him to join the room.
Okay.
So, Phil, if you can hear us, join the room back. And while we do that, I think there's another segment we had to touch on real quick, Bob.
What's that?
Funko This?
Absolutely.
So let's do a little Funko This.
Yeah, why not? As we said we were going to do any segments today, and I'm going to touch you again, and it's because you love this is your favorite segment.
Shove you.
And
it's your favorite segment.
We already did booze news, and that
Yeah, we didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
So why the fuck would it? So as Funko This
as a filler,
is there text on the top and bottom? I can't tell.
As a filler, we're going to do a little Funko This.
Yeah.
And
on Cardigan Night,
Bob, this is a very special, very very special Funko This.
Don't I know it, Cory?
Near and dear to your heart.
I cannot wait to hear what you've got to show. Because, God damn it, don't fucking touch me.
Careful.
Because this is a segment that I've been waiting for the last 2 fucking hours.
How much wine has gone out of that bottle?
Only half. Only half.
Yeah, I'm only there.
Only half.
I'm only there.
Okay.
Good evening.
So, everyone.
Good evening.
Here we go. So, this week's Funko This, Bob.
Yes, sir.
Is special because it's our 100th episode.
Okay, but why else?
And I brought the Funko with me, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
He brought the Funko.
What the Funko were you thinking?
But what is special about this Funko?
Well, we're going to see right now.
All right.
Oh, man.
Oh, you left it over there?
It's right over here.
Oh, okay.
Is it over there?
So.
Shut up.
Okay, we're waiting. Bated breath, Cory.
Just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Nick has always loathed this segment.
A lot of finger wagging.
English is not our first language in this podcast either.
It is not.
And the special Funko I brought tonight is not for myself or Danielle.
Okay.
It's for a Mr. Nick Bader.
Oh, I bet.
No, it's good. You better like it.
Sir, here you go.
He's going to toss it over.
Yep.
Here it comes.
Oh, what kind of toss was that?
It was right in your hands.
It's perfect.
So...
Oh, it's Joey from Friends. Wearing all of Chandler's clothes.
Yes.
I like it.
How awesome is that?
Thank you, sir.
Your friend thought of you enough to buy a completely ridiculous Funko.
This is where it starts. He's trying to get me hooked.
Of course
it's not going to work.
No,
but I appreciate
maybe.
it. I like it, and I actually love it, and I appreciate it.
Okay.
Isn't it a great one?
Mr. Joey Tribbiani wearing all of Joey's.
Everyone can see it right there on the screen.
All of Chandler's clothes. That's perfect.
It took a little tracking down, but I figured that if there was any Funko that you could say no to, it'd be every other one except for that one.
I was going to say,
that was a horrible introduction.
You kind of took a little ass backwards.
Scratch that, reverse it.
Ipso facto.
Done. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
So,
awesome.
There you go, sir. That's your very
well done,
first
Cory.
Funko.
That might be the only Funko you could have gotten him that he actually would display.
I figured I was hoping that was going to be the case.
May get the whole Friends cast. You never know.
So, well,
there are some good ones.
Maybe if I give you money.
Keep doing that. Is that English that you're speaking?
There's a guy that has the entire
well,
collection.
he has all of them.
I'm sorry?
All of them?
What is happening over
yeah,
that
I don't
table?
understand what's going on over there.
Has there been some sort of drunken cloud that's enveloped both of them there?
Or over there?
We've got all of them.
Shut up.
So apparently whatever cloud is moving around has not affected this portion of the podcast.
It has. Yeah, Bob's.
Yeah.
Hold your horses.
Portion.
He slipped up on some words.
This portion.
I've also got a little something.
Oh, boy.
Now, this is a little something for Mr. Selesky.
Okay. I didn't know we were doing gifts tonight.
We weren't.
No idea.
We weren't. Just because. But I'm going to throw this over to Danielle because last time I did, she caught it like a champ.
I'm a little nervous.
Like COVID.
Now I have to be on.
Yep.
Like COVID.
That was a terrible.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're both.
Look, I'm going to go by the NFL rules. If it hit your hands, you should have fucking caught it.
Oh, it hit my webbing of my fingers.
Okay, if your fingers are webbed, then there's an explanation why you're with Cory. That makes
What
more
is it,
sense.
Cory, for our audio listeners?
So this is called Fish Crack, and I could only assume that you would sprinkle this on any sort of fish or fish sticks.
Sure.
I'm sure you weren't thinking of the fish sticks, but
No, I was.
Okay.
Fried fish. Yeah.
A highly addictive fried fish coating for the best fried fish you will ever eat.
Why is it from Chicken Crack?
And it's also made in Michigan.
Yeah.
So you're putting it out there right now. This beats Old Bay.
No, I would not say that. However, I'm leaving up to you to make that call. If you try it and say, God damn it, I'm an Old Bay aficionado, but I've had this fish crack and it is a different and equally fucking great. Like, I'm leaving that up to you. It could be a fucking Ziploc bag of shit. I do not know. But I thought of you when I saw it. I'm like, who would enjoy this more than Cory Selesky? Nobody. That's what I said.
Well, I definitely appreciate it, sir. And it's definitely going to be tried. And,
I fucking hope so.
Oh, come on. No questions asked.
All right.
That being said, is there any way possible with this, Bob?
Oh, he's in the room.
Oh.
Phil Anton is in the room.
If you could handle the vibration, that'd be great.
Sorry, what were you asking?
No, I was saying with this this little token.
Funko.
Yeah.
Is the word you're looking for.
Yeah. Are we able to do... Oh, wait, hold on. We'll do it after Phil.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
The ultimate guest of the night Dr. Phil Anton, PhD.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Are we swinging her, or do we need to do the call-in thing? We down there?
No.
We might have to do the call.
No. Everything sounded good. It's just his Wi-Fi. Are you on Wi-Fi right now, Phil?
No. 5G.
Oh, well, in that case.
Yeah, sounds like 5G.
He's apparently a
Is there a 6G or a 10G that you can get on?
There might be 12G that I dial into, but I live in a rural area.
Okay, is there a way that I could call him from my cell phone?
Yeah, just leave the video running.
And just leave the video running.
Unfortunately, he's on his phone right now. So unlike Mr. Todd Dillon that had the webcam,
all right,
and the phone.
Why need to get my laptop or something?
No. We're trying to figure out a way to do this without you. There's a definite lag in the audio.
So what you can do is Bob's going to call you on the phone. While you're on the phone, grab your laptop and pull up the link that Cory sent you on your phone so we can see video but hear you clearly, which is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So hang up from this. Cory.
I'm going to call you right back, Phil.
Yeah, the link that Cory sent you, pull up on your laptop if you have a webcam. And while you're doing that, just talk to Bob on the phone.
Okay. So he sent this to me on Facebook.
Cory, can you send him the link to his cell phone if that's possible?
Yeah. No. Send it to my laptop.
Okay, what's your laptop's phone number?
Facebook.
To Facebook.
Okay. This is utterly fantastic.
We'll send it to your Facebook.
You know what? We've got Phil. We've got viewers and listeners in Iceland, in Egypt, in Iran, and they are laughing their ass off at the United States right now. Just so you know.
Yeah. Especially the Iranians.
All right. Can you kill him from that, Cory, so I can call him?
Yeah.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
So for the audio listeners that are listening to complete silence.
No,
we're
has been
still
fantastic. Here. Yeah. This is it's episode 100. It's part of the nuttiness of episode 100.
Yeah, is it? Yeah.
Cory, ready for me to call him?
Yeah, I just sent it, the link to him. So.
All right. Can I call him now then?
Yeah, you can call him and we can bring him in whenever he's ready to come on video.
Here we go.
Yeah, everyone said he was echoing anyhow, so.
All right, I'm grabbing my laptop.
Dr. Phil Anton, PhD.
I wasn't sure how Dillon was doing that with the audio and the video at the same time. So because all I had was the link that you sent me on my phone.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, which was the link that Cory gave me for you to connect via video, but.
Okay.
I'm not sure why there's a bit of a lag in the audio when you do the video, but you definitely sound much better now. And you know what? God damn it. We've always been, as Nick Bader has said, an audio podcast first. And so we got to go with that at the base.
Yep.
Right?
Indeed.
So
he sent me a message here, I believe.
Yeah. So let me start with the dick sucking right off the bat.
Wow.
Phil Anton, you, sir.
Wait.
Yeah.
Are we live right now?
You're going to interrupt my dick sucking? Okay. That's fine.
Are we live right now?
We are live right now.
Very much so, sir.
Oh, we're on the show. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. I thought this was just you and me.
No.
And I thought this was going to be a private dick sucking.
Oh. You and I
promise you love faithfully.
Actually, it's here and now, but you and I sounds good.
Well, there you know it. Yes, you happen to be tied currently with Todd Vincent Osborne Dillon and Alan Christensen and Kendall Shinsky for 3. Well, actually, no. Now you and Todd Dillon are tied in with Kevin Cromwell for you're still in fucking third for 4 visits on the Schnozzcast. I tried that. And so let me just continue, and so that I could bring an end to the dick sucking. Thank you very much for supporting us for 100 episodes. I wanted you on as the ultimate guest, the last call in, the most important one of all, because you and I were there when you and I started talking about this probably 2.5 years ago as something that we wanted to try, that we thought, you know what, we had a little bit of kismet. We had something that we shared, pledged together in Alma, fucked around for 4 years. Yeah. Pantsless on the 50-yard line at Alma. And we had a little something that we thought that people would enjoy. And so the only thing that kept us apart, God damn it, the universe kept us apart. The universe kept us apart because I was in Michigan and you were in Illinois.
Yeah. It was just like a few hours of time.
Hold on.
Yeah, now we're really getting accurate.
Yeah, it's not getting back
I did, babe.
There we go. Better? Live video ended?
We're still recording though, so we're good.
Yeah, but there's echo. I'm not sure where it's coming from.
Phil, mute your laptop.
I did.
There you go.
That better?
No.
I'm going to keep on talking if it's echoing.
Either if you're talking to me through your phone, but not the laptop, you got to mute your laptop.
Yeah, the laptop is muted.
Okay.
All right, now it's muted.
All right. There we go.
There it is. All right. Problem solved.
Yes, much better now.
So I had my sound off on the laptop, but I did not mute this particular program on the laptop, as you have now discovered.
You know, this is a podcast going out to the entire internet by people, and I'll include our guests, who are partially educated, and we've managed to figure out how not to put our voices out there in stereo.
You know what this reminds me of, actually, is a lot of the Zoom meetings I'm in with university personnel.
Yeah?
Primarily faculty who have the lowest level of common sense of any population of people in the known world.
I'm not sure what that means, but I like the way it sounds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing is the longer you go to school, the more education you gather, the more common sense you lose. There's a definite correlation there.
You don't say, Phil. No way.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess in a way that almost might make sense.
Yeah.
So, Phil, how long were you in school for?
Let's see, 27 years, I think.
27 years. That's it.
Yeah.
Bob told me 35. So clearly he was way off.
Well, I mean, 35 is a more conservative estimate, I would say.
I guess that can also make sense as well.
All right. Can I address one thing?
Yes, sir.
Right off the bat, because I was, of course, listening and commenting on the Facebook chat while Dillon was on the air, and he said a lot of things.
Yeah. Don't take that shit, Phil. Give it back to him.
Excuse me?
Don't take that shit, Phil. Give it back to him.
Oh,
he went off about you about probably 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. And while I was pleased that the majority of his time on the 100th episode was devoted to me, it was devoted in a negative fashion. And while all attention is good attention, you know, there are a couple things I need to address. Number one is this fallacy that somehow I touched him in some way, and if I could, I would pull up the YouTube video that I have of our wedding video where it's at the reception, and they're talking to Ingle and they're talking to my brother, and Bob has got the camera.
Yeah.
And it's a hilarious thing, but Dillon keeps coming in going, and he touched me. And he touched me. And he touched me.
Oh, so you're saying he desired it from a very early point.
Yes. Yeah, I believe this is a fantasy that he has cooked up in his Shrek head.
Shrek head
is something that he's continued to carry with him across the course of years.
Wait a minute, just for the listeners, have we ever talked about Todd Dillon and Shrek?
I don't think so.
It infuriates him, so I believe we should talk about it.
Phil, do you want to take this run with it, or should I?
Well, when the movie Shrek came out, I think a lot of people were trying to determine, okay, who does Shrek remind you of? And there was a number of people that were in our fraternity that immediately said, "Oh my God, that's Todd Dillon." I mean, you put like some pointy ears on Dillon, you change his color to green, and that man becomes Shrek. And I don't remember if it was like a homecoming or something. We were all communicating, and someone said that Dillon had gotten sick of or pissed at all the Shrek attention, and he said something like, "If any of those motherfuckers sends me another Shrek doll, I don't be so fucking." So it's been something that has been has been thrown out there numerous times across the course of years. And now that he lives on the West Coast and we know that he can't get to us, it's we're not afraid to say anything anymore.
Doc,
hold for just a second here. I have something to add, and I hope I didn't miss this because I was grabbing booze for a shot. Todd Dillon and I have worked together for on and off since 2000, with Aaron Fletcher and I'm just going to say it.
Other people.
So somebody,
there were people in the office
whose name shall not be mentioned, decided that Todd Dillon, and this was a customer at the time. We were going to see customers, and one of our customers decided that Todd bore a striking resemblance to Shrek. And so they worked with somebody in our office to create what might be considered to be a poster, which was about 72 inches by 36 inches, like a poster-sized of Shrek, the movie, the poster, the teaser for the movie with Todd's face as Shrek.
Oh my God.
And it hung up in our office for probably 3 years. And every time a customer came in, somebody from the sales side brought them over to the professional services side where we were sitting and brought them into Todd's office to see the poster. And they laughed their balls off, and then they walked back to the sales side.
And then they saw Todd.
Yeah. And it was a work of goddamn genius.
Yeah.
Where's that poster today?
I wish I knew. I wish that I knew.
I mean, I think if we worked hard enough, we could get another one made up.
It might be easier for us to track down the original poster.
So I just have to say this, Dr. Anton. All this being said, of course, and we all, we jest, we do, but all in the fact that you're a doctor, you are a student of higher education.
Oh shit!
Would you not agree to the fact that all the musings of Mr. Todd Dillon earlier tonight maybe were in light of imitation is often the highest form of flattery? Would you think that it was running parallel with that, or were they personal jabs?
I think that he thinks that they were personal jabs. I think that he thinks that they were clever, but they just come off as uneducated boobery, basically.
So, okay. Phil, I will tell you, Todd has been commenting in here, and the first, and I believe this started right around the Shrek story. was just a no. And then sons of bitches. And he says they are all destroyed. That's according to Todd. I feel like they're not.
But I gave him a heads up. I'm like, just so you know, you're going to hang up the phone and Phil Anton is going to follow you. Just so you know. Whatever you say, he's going to have the last word.
The man was warned, but
he was.
In his typical Todd Dillon arrogance, he just said, I'm just going to do whatever I'm going to do. And you sons of bitches could do, whatever you're going to do. I'm Todd Dillon. And,
wow.
I'm going to say what I'm going to say.
Uncanny impression, too.
Right.
Spot on.
Yeah. I heard that voice enough, in my head for several years it's right there. Can I tell a quick Todd Dillon golf story?
Oh, of course.
Idea of golf.
Hang on, yes,
hold on.
Phil, before you do that.
Phil, do you have a drink?
Oh, yeah.
What do you got?
I have a bourbon and Coke in my, hold on, Dr. Phil.
Jesus. Yep.
Detroit Lions.
Okay.
Tumbler.
Is it a 20-year-old Basil Hayden's?
All right, so you're not going to pour yourself a shot, but you've got enough to do a drink with us. So take a drink with us. We're going to do a shot right here. Here's to you, Phil.
You.
Yeah, we're not cheersing Phil. We're to the 100th episode. We're cheersing.
No,
Matt.
this is part of it. We've got
this
to.
Is part of it.
It's the whole reason why we brought him online. It's the
true.
whole reason why we've
true.
done this is to say thank you to everyone who helped us to get it this far.
I helped get this thing started. If it wasn't for me, you guys would not be doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for as poorly as that first episode went, you guys would not be involved. If it had gone well with the two of us, we would still be doing this podcast between the two of us, and you three would still be nobody.
Yeah, that's probably pretty close.
I can tell you this right now.
None of us are denying that.
If it wasn't for your so prominent physical features, we wouldn't have known what to name the podcast. So we really appreciate you.
Hold on. Do I play no role in that?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Okay, well, there you go.
Okay, folks. Bob, could you go to profile for me, please? And let's put to the viewers who has the most prominent schnoz.
Here we go.
Sorry, people.
Here we go.
I mean, my nickname in my extended family is Hawk. Bob, do you have that same nickname?
But do you have that nickname because you're the only one with that nose? Because I don't have a nickname because everyone's got the nose. I'm just one of 5.
Or your point of view is as tall as a hawk's?
No, it's there are several people in my family who have a rather large schnoz, but mine is clearly the biggest.
Look, and that's where it all came from, ladies and gentlemen. If you're joining us tonight for the very first time, Dr. Phil Anton and myself, that's why we have the name that we do. It's the Schnozzcast, because we have what in medical terms might be a prominent proboscis.
Proboscis, wasn't it?
Sure.
Proboscis.
Yeah,
Proboscis,
potato.
Uneducated boobs. Proboscis, you uneducated fool.
Proboscis, yes. That's why you're the doctor.
Proboscis?
Yeah.
Yeah, proboscis. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you do have a PhD.
I got the prob. I got the prob.
All right. I'm with you. It's what we called the big nose back in the day.
This is the problem. There were way too many educated people trying to get this off the ground. You just needed
too many cooks
common folk like ourselves to say, we don't know no book learning. Let's get this shit going.
We needed you guys.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep, I agree.
We need you unwashed masses
to
try to bring us down to
the everyday people,
the level of the common man.
You guys were lost in your own heads. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
There were too many fully formed words in that first episode. We needed fewer of those.
We're a little more monosyllabic on this podcast. Thank you, sir.
That's what got things going forward.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's been a pleasure, Dr. Phil Anton.
All right, quick quick Dillon golf story?
Yeah, quick Dillon golf story. Go.
Because as soon as the topic of golf was brought up, he of course says, "Yeah, remember when I drove the green on that par 4?" Like, whatever.
Yeah,
if Wally Welch is still on the is still watching at some point or watching.
No, he never was. He never was.
Yeah, well, he's miserable. So
right.
We were golfing. It was me, Dylan, Wally, and Phil Bowen, and we were at some place near where Wally grew up, and we were on like the 4th tee, I think. And I'm sitting there by the ball washer, washing my ball. Yeah, I'm going to do this little motion here, just for your benefit.
Thank you.
And I'm washing my ball, so I'm directly perpendicular to where Dylan is teeing off. He takes a swing with his driver, and I am not lying that ball goes flying over the top of my right ear. I can hear it, like directly sideways, and it goes like past my ear, and I didn't even move my head because it happened so fast I wasn't even aware of it. And Dylan was like, "Yeah, I think I caught that one off the toe." So, he claims that he can drive par 4s and whatnot, but there are plenty of times where not so much with the athleticism.
Phil, when are you coming back to Michigan?
Oh, man. I mean, I get so many requests every day to come back to Michigan.
Oh, stop. Just stop. Yeah. No one cares about the old ladies asking to come back to Michigan to oversee the reading of their will. We want you to come back when we're ready to play golf again.
Yeah. Well, I would love to make it back as soon as possible.
Okay.
That's promising.
So as soon as we can make this happen, I've already shamed Todd into coming. I want you there too.
Yeah. Well, you don't even have to shame me because I'm not as arrogant as he is. I don't need shame.
Okay, then. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Todd says Tiger scored a 10 on a par 3 biatch.
Who is he responding to?
I'm assuming he's talking to
Phil's
Phil
golf
Anton.
story.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
is he comparing himself to another African American golfer by saying Tiger?
Oh.
Okay. I'm not gonna touch that. I'm just gonna say I can't wait to get to the two of you.
Tiger, right?
Yes. Rhymes with Tiger. Yeah.
Okay.
We also have the comments from Mr. Todd Dillon. These are read verbatim in order. Sons of bitches, all destroyed. This is bullshit. I'm Todd Dillon, damn it. Hello, Spatch. Untrue. Lies. And Tiger scored a 10 on a par 3 biatch. Indeed.
I'm going to point out one more thing. In addition to both of them being African American, both bald. Hair. This is what we call hair.
Yeah.
Beautiful hair, I might say. Yeah.
I see you've gotten it cut since your quarantine, Phil.
You did have quite the quaff going for a while.
I did, yeah. Yeah, there were quite there were quite a few pictures that were posted on the old Facebook there of my.
But at some point, you had to go back to teaching young adults, and
some of the photos I didn't realize who I was following. I thought perhaps I'd accidentally followed Harpo Marx
or Richard Marx.
Yeah,
one of the two.
Yeah, or Richard Marx, for that matter. Yeah.
One of the two.
Also known by Todd Duderak as Dick Marx.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Can we stop it right there? Because let's
just leave it at Dick
That's
Marx.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Phil, you are a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for us, and I want you involved in any way that I can. And God damn it, I wish that you were here within the state of Michigan for us to do this face to face and not remotely.
Yeah, and Phil, in all honesty, all joking aside, this obviously would not be something had it not been for you and Bob. So I want to thank you deeply. It's something that the first couple episodes I didn't necessarily know how it was going to go. I wasn't a fan, but I've obviously become a huge fan. I really wasn't, but I have to say it's because of you that this has gone on.
There was some sort of jackassery you were doing that I did not understand.
Let me explain something to you, Phil. Let me hit it home.
Okay.
So Bob was grousing about the grouse and carping about the carp in regards to this podcast.
Okay. You can hang up at any time.
And I talked to Mr. Cory several times, and there was a lot of finger wagging going on. Because the podcast, quote unquote, was non-existent. And I finally kind of just really had to hammer it in one night at the bar and say, look, man, it really doesn't matter if it's something stupid, if it doesn't come to fruition, if it doesn't happen. If we're sitting around the table with our friends and we end up going to the bar the next night and it never goes forward from that point, this is something that means something to Bob, and of course it meant something to him and his buddy. We have to at least give it a shot. And finally, somehow, I don't know how I was able to convince Cory, but
it had nothing to do with Nick. So
he finally said one night, okay, and from then we were addicted to it.
That's how it happened.
That's literally how it happened.
There's a much different story to that, but
no, there's not. No, there's not.
But Phil, again, I will say personally,
none of it happens without Phil. None of it.
No, without both you guys. I mean, Jesus.
Without Phil, none of it happens.
Had this not been your guys' vision and dream, Phil, I am very sad that you are not here in state to be here with us every weekend that we record.
Every episode.
But you are definitely thought of every episode.
Phil, quit your job and move to Michigan.
Yeah, that's feasible.
Done.
Done. So thank you, sir. It's more than appreciated. It's been great.
Hey, I appreciate you guys carrying it forward and realizing Bob's dream, keeping Bob happy, because if Bob's happy, he's not calling me all the time. So that's good. And I appreciate that. And happy 100 to you guys, and here's to the next 100, or as Dillon said, the next 900, because he's going to 1,000.
Right, exactly.
Well, 100%, sir.
I think it's a bit of a math problem, but that's fine.
100% that you are a part of relishing in that glory, because you were one of the 4 founders with Bob. So you made this happen just as much as we did. So we really appreciate that.
Phil.
I've worked all my life to be a 4 founder.
Phil, we love you.
I love you, buddy.
Best to Julie and those fucking goddamn Basset mutts.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe you haven't heard them with the snoring that's been going on in here.
Well, no, you've been fucking flapping off at the gums for so long. There's no
really
way
hard
we can hear them.
Yeah, we can't hear anything else.
Yeah, it's just your fucking verbal diarrhea.
I think it's probably time to cut this out.
Well said, Phil. Well said.
I love you, man.
Love you guys too. We'll see you guys later.
All right, take care, brother.
Peace.
See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Phil Anton.
Oh, God damn it. I feel like this is now going to be a 3.5-hour podcast.
Close.
You know what?
I'm on 309 right now.
You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, well, we're about, remember when we said about, Cory, about your 80%, the plate, your dinner plate, that was 80% carbs and had 20% protein. We're at that right now with 80% gone of the wine bottle and 20% still there.
Yeah.
So it can only get better.
Cory, what did I tell you earlier? The only
I love you, man.
Don't sniff your own socks.
Love you, man.
No. The only segment that we do every week upon week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we have to hit this.
Gentleman's
God
agreement.
Damn it.
That's the last one. Yes,
we do.
That's it.
I finally did.
That's it. No, I know that. I heard from him. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close this out with Gentleman's Agreement. This is a segment that we have done for a long time. We do this because we're trying to we're trying to. What are we trying to do?
We're trying to close this out with gentleman's agreement. So
we're trying to make sure that everyone
expand our horizons.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very much.
I got you.
What anything that the movies or TV shows that you might have that have been
watched or seen?
Sure.
So
I'm just gonna step back.
So yeah, for the audio listeners or anyone that's a new podcast listener, gentleman's agreement is something that we came up with some time ago. If you guys were to see the slide earlier, and basically it's when the podcast initially started for us being us and going out and hanging out with each other and thinking, hey, we're having a good time. Why not do this on a broader spectrum? So the gentleman's agreement kind of came to fruition when we were recommending to each other about different things that we should do, and pick of the week came from that. Gentleman's agreement came from that. But the gentleman's agreement was, hey, I've seen something cool on Netflix, I've seen something cool on HBO, whatever it may be, and I want you guys to watch it. We often tell our friends things like that, and there's no accountability. It's, yeah, you should do this, but it never really, comes to par. So on gentleman's agreement, we came up with this homework assignment kind of mentality where we would say, hey, you know what? We would randomly pick a number between every co-host or host on the podcast or special guest, and we would say, look, I don't care if you want to see it. This is something that I feel strongly about, and you're going to watch this. And for that point in time, until the next week, that person has to watch that show, episode, whatever it may be. So that's kind of a wrap-up of Gentleman's Agreement on our 100th episode.
Yes,
so
sir.
That being said, we're going to go back and look to see what everyone was assigned last week.
All right, so Nick Bader.
Yes, sir.
You were assigned Dark Side of the Ring.
I was. So I was assigned Dark Side of the Ring by Cory Selesky. I'll make it short and sweet.
Yep.
I don't know if Cory's necessarily good at assigning things or I'm just an easy audience. I feel like to reciprocate Cory's personality, I kind of have to naysay things a little bit more instead of just say I enjoy things. So that being said, we'll start with the naysaying. So naysaying, Dark Side of the Ring is about wrestling. For the love of my life, I can't, or the rest of my life, I can't think about anything like that I would rather not do than sit down and watch wrestling or anything about wrestling.
Again, I'm in the same boat.
Okay. So that being said, I was a product of the 90s. I had the WrestleMania figures. I had the wrestling buddies. I had all that good stuff. We watched wrestling on TV. It was a big, big deal. The Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man Randy Savage, Hulkmania, all that stuff. So it's fake. We know that. This documentary is about the fact that it's fake, but people living these projected fake lives after a certain point start to fall into them, and it starts becoming more real, and it affects their real lives. So I won't say more than that. I'm a big proponent of not wanting to completely spoil anything that I've watched that I like. Very enjoyable, very interesting, completely different spin, not like, oh my God, I'm going to sit here and watch something about wrestling. Because if anyone knows me, it's kind of a tree branch of sports. And if you know me and you're thinking, and I'm recommending it, then it can't be that bad. So very interesting documentary about wrestling. It's actually a series. Episodes are about 45 minutes to an hour long, but extremely, dare I say, riveting and interesting. So I would highly recommend it. Watched the first two episodes. Not even going to say what the first one or the second one's about, but you definitely should watch it. It brought me in with the first episode
and,
sure.
And anyone around our age or our time, they know the people that are involved, whether you watch wrestling or not. You know, and you heard.
Oh yeah, brother!
You heard the stories and the recreation. To me, the recreations they do in it as well are spot on and very good. And to hear the stories of what even if you have watched a wrestling match, what goes on behind the scenes, and as you said, how deep people can get into their character, and living that life of fame, and where it can go.
They go from being a character, being something completely fictitious and made up, to living out that life in their everyday life.
Yeah. So thank you, sir. I'm glad you liked it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Corey?
Ooh, I had 1917 given to me by Mr. Bob Rankin.
Yep.
Unfortunately, couldn't find it on any streaming service, so I had to pick up from his house this morning. Watched it this afternoon. What I can give you and what I will say about it.
Keep moving.
It's a historical documentary, or not documentary, but a historical film. So that wrote me in. But basically, in the long run, it was the British version of Saving Private Ryan. There was a couple twists. Well, the biggest twist being the guy that was sent out to go find his brother in the movie ends up getting killed very quickly. And spoiler alert. Spoiler. Obviously,
it wasn't really quickly.
But his buddy that was taken with him, Lieutenant Schofield, he ends up completing the trip and making the journey that the two of them were supposed to make across enemy lines to give a message to the colonel or high-ranking officer on the other side.
Sanders, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. He had a white suit on and everything too. But Bob, the best part about the movie to me, you're still connected to the audio.
Yep. I'm gonna.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Right
Continue. You're fine.
So, to me, the best part of the movie was it didn't come out that long ago. Was it 2019, 2018? It came out. At the very end, there were some scenes that they did and shots they did where one was, I'll call it a reverse point of view, that
so just a point of view.
No. It was looking at the character.
Oh,
the camera was in front of them, watching them. And what you don't see a lot in movies is anytime like an explosion happens or something that happens, the camera stays still, but you obviously see the character fall over, the main person fall over, and this actually there was a bomb that went off, and he went flying across the bunker and hit the side.
The camera went flying as well?
Well, not only did it go flying, but it also turned to his perspective while looking at him and did that. And I thought that was like, I've never actually seen that in a movie.
Okay.
So to me, the cinematic of that
more of like a video game kind of mindset.
It was brilliant. And just after that, while he was running through one of the trenches trying to get to his endpoint of talking to the high-ranking officer, he couldn't get through because there was too many soldiers. So he decided he was going to hop out onto the battlefield. And again, this is World War I, so we're still talking trenches and all that. He hops up onto the battlefield, and everyone's screaming at him like, you're an idiot, you're going to get killed. And he starts making a dash towards the end of the trench to where that officer's at that he needs to talk to. And while that was happening, the camera's obviously panning back. And the brilliant shot to me there was, even though he got several times knocked back by guys, he was tripping over people. There was another mortar explosion that went off. He gets blown away by that. The camera still kept on panning back, but left him at the point he was at. And again, I've just never seen a shot like that in a movie that really kind of gave that perspective of like, well, we're going to keep going. And but the person we're focused on is staying there because he basically fucked up. So the cinematics of it, especially near the end, absolutely brilliant.
So is this like a chest strapped GoPro point of view of the main character?
No. Like I said, that's why I call it reverse point of view, because
so it's facing them.
It's facing him and looking at him
as
the entire time.
Moved, the
camera would move.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I've never seen anything like that.
So like
in
a track
before.
camera shot.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I assigned it to you.
And I mean, again, like I said it too, a huge fan of historical movies. So, Bob, thank you for the last bit of that movie.
Thank you for the words,
Hey,
Bob.
that's back at you for Fear 13.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So anyone that wants to go watch it, definitely check it out. And that's my review. All right, let's go to Bob first because I know someone's got a lot to say about.
Real quick, Schnozzers, hold on. If you guys got a shot, put them up. This is going to be the last one for episode 100 until we go off screen. Until we go off screen.
We're gonna do many more off screen.
We have some special guests waiting for us
Cheers to
upstairs.
you.
So, cheers to 100 more.
Woo!
Bob Rankin had the Queen's Gambit.
I did. And I watched the entire series.
Wow.
I watched all 7 episodes, 45 minutes each, at least.
You only had to do 1 or 2?
Fuck that. It was awesome. I finished all of it. So, I do not know how to play chess. I wish that I did because the Queen's Gambit on Netflix would have been amazing. And probably still would be for someone who knows how to play chess, but I don't. And yet, I thought it was a fantastic series.
Brilliantly done.
No spoilers, please.
Yeah.
No, I won't say a word.
It's on my list, so
I won't say a word.
Okay.
I won't say a word. But what I will say is, even though I don't play chess, and I never have, Jack, my son, actually was in a chess club. And probably knows a lot more about chess than I really think he does.
Mm-hmm.
He would absolutely enjoy this series, but I don't even really know that. I watched it looking at the acting that was done by the main characters and by the secondary characters, and how they reacted to what was on screen, and I guess. I'll say I didn't really need to know chess to appreciate the series.
Not only that, to mention the fact that you don't have to know chess, but you know that the makers of the show had to know chess to make the show.
Yeah.
That being said, the technical direction that had to have gone into that show is amazing.
Well, I did a bit of research on my own, and this is the only background, so no spoilers here, but I'll say I did a bit of research on my own, and there have been a lot of TV shows and movies that have depicted chess games. And generally, chess players view them with a bit of disdain. You're not really portraying chess the way chess is played. But I will say that all the research that I did said that the Queen's Gambit on Netflix, if you know how to play chess, fucking nailed it. For how chess is played and how you would play it was a chess player's wet dream. And I honestly, I feel bad. I feel like I missed something because I don't understand that. I've never played chess. And so I'm watching this whole thing and I'm loving it. It's hitting all those high notes where I'm like, oh, this is amazing, but I still don't play chess. So I can't really appreciate the way a chess player would. But I'm reading reviews in which chess players are saying, like, of all the TV shows or miniseries that depicted chess playing, this fucking hits the nail on the head like no one ever has. And I just got to go, okay, that's great. I hope that it does because I have no idea.
So that being said,
yeah,
the general public, the Netflix general viewers, probably most of them aren't going to know chess. From someone that does not know chess, what do you feel about the show?
Fucking fantastic.
Nick, I will tell you, you might be wrong on the general viewers not knowing chess. Comments have been coming in left and right.
Left and right
about chess. One of them being Ron Adams. And Bob, I just signed you up for
From the podcast?
I just signed you up for a chess match against Ron.
Oh, fantastic.
Because he challenged you to one.
Well, why wouldn't he?
Well,
upon hearing that I don't play chess.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that makes absolute sense.
Yeah, I still don't think he knows whose voice is whose yet.
Which voice did he hear that made him go like, oh, that guy knows chess?
I said, well,
did he think he was talking to you?
He probably got really excited that he was
At which point did he be like, that guy here talking knows chess?
Hold on. Chess
it's on, bitch.
Chess is a game. He doesn't like sports.
It's a game.
I would love to play him in a game.
He says,
it's not Nick Bader.
He says, I challenge you. I said, Bob says he will beat you. Oh, God damn it. He will beat you at chess any day.
All right. This is going on without my consent or decree.
$1,000 game. $1,000 game.
Sure, why not?
Okay,
there you go.
Hold on.
Ron,
hold on.
Ron, you have
$1,000.
I'm going to dish it off right here to Miss Danielle Finn for her review.
$1,000 a
Place.
game
A
for
Quiet Place.
somebody that doesn't know how to play chess.
Yeah.
Yes, moving on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually liked it more than I thought I was going to. It wasn't.
Who's him?
I liked it more than I thought I was going to. I don't know who him is.
I don't know.
I didn't say him.
I thought you did. I'm
No,
sorry.
I liked it
Okay.
more than I thought I was going to.
Okay.
It wasn't like scary.
But you thought it was.
I thought it was.
You didn't watch it for weeks because you thought it was. You wouldn't watch it by yourself.
No.
You're like, Cory, you got to be here watching with me.
I made Cory watch it last night.
Yeah.
No,
I also had
actually,
to rent it too.
yeah, actually, I did like it. I don't like the way it ended.
Okay.
I knew what was going to happen eventually because somebody spoiled it for me, but
Cory, you fucker.
it wasn't
I didn't
Cory.
spoil shit.
Well, who was she talking about?
I never saw it until last night.
Who was she talking about?
I don't remember who it was.
Some other boyfriend?
Yeah, is
No.
it Corey Feldman?
It may have been somebody at
Probably.
work that told me what happened at the end.
Don't talk
Sons
to
of-
those work bitches.
Well, not even told me what
Come
happened at
on.
the end. They told me it was going to happen. So I was very
Okay.
sad when it did
Maybe
happen.
if you'd watched it 3 weeks ago when I assigned it to you, you wouldn't have to worry about those.
no,
moments.
it was already. It was told me before
It was
when I
spoiled.
was
It was
originally
ruined
given
3
it.
weeks ago?
Yeah,
It was already spoiled at that point.
it was.
Apparently.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know if I trust it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I still watched it eventually.
Danielle.
Oh,
Danielle.
All right.
I was
Danielle.
worried it was really scary, but it
Danielle.
wasn't. What? Shut up, Nick.
all right. I'm just happy that you watched it. I'm glad
Yeah.
that you liked it.
Stop! I have to lick my lips. Fuck off.
I gotta
All right.
fuck off.
Wait,
Woo!
wait. So you gotta dish it off to the only one who's left.
Didn't everybody go?
Yeah, there's no,
No.
one left.
Yeah, there's-
Nick went. Nick went first.
Oh, he's your last one?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Ladies and gentlemen, almost a full bottle of wine for Bob J.W.
All right.
Rankin.
So are we doing a
Reassignments.
Yep.
Yeah,
Here
we got to go. We might as well.
Here we go. I drew Nick. Joe drew Joe?
Joe's not here. Yeah.
No, I drew Danielle.
Okay.
Drew Danielle. Who's Danielle?
Cory drew me.
Okay.
Danielle drew Nick, and Nick drew Cory.
Okay.
So
I
here we
have
go.
one.
You got one?
Uh-huh.
Go.
Have you seen The Finest Hour?
Nick, she's talking to you.
Me? No.
Okay.
No, I've not.
It's on Disney Plus.
Okay. Sounds good.
The Finest Hour?
Yes.
Okay.
Bob, I give you other music, and I will follow. I believe it's on Amazon Prime.
It's called Other Music?
Yeah, but I will definitely follow up with you on if it's either Amazon Prime or Hulu.
Okay. All right. Nick, you got Cory.
Yeah. Cory, you said you never saw Breaking Bad, or you did?
I did.
Are you lying to me?
No.
I never know.
Hard to tell right now.
Yeah, it really is, honestly. Did you watch the rest of The Rain?
You can't reassign something that I've already started watching.
I can assign whatever I want.
No.
Actually,
Can you? I don't think you
Yes?
can.
Okay, you said before if you want to give him more episodes of Lost, you can. That's what you said.
I did?
Yes, you did.
I don't remember.
I thought that was against the rules.
You're like, well, if you want to tell them to watch more episodes.
I don't remember that. I'm
you did.
Honestly,
anyhow,
I don't.
Okay, moving on.
All right.
So, that being said,
why don't you give him a fistful of dollars?
Already been watched.
You have not watched that.
No, we can't. You can't give movies to other people that we've
Sure
already
you can.
all seen.
No, that was a rule too.
That was a rule.
okay. Where were these rules? I don't remember any of these rules.
No, I remember we talked about it before that we couldn't give out ones that somebody else has already watched.
But if someone else hasn't watched it, that doesn't make any sense because the idea is to make other people watch things that we like.
But then I could say I could have all three of you watch Aladdin.
You could?
Yeah.
But we said that wasn't allowed. It was on a previous podcast.
Nick, you did say that was.
I don't remember that, honestly.
I swear it's on a previous podcast.
Okay, but if the idea is that so here's the thing with. Let me just explain this.
Sure.
Here's the thing with me. I don't sit around and watch movies.
We know.
Okay, so I don't have millions of picks to give to people all the time.
Yeah.
So for me, if I like something enough and I have somebody else that I care about that I want to give that pick to, that has never seen that, then that makes sense.
And you think that they'd like it.
So it's almost like I have to go out and just like, I guess I got to spend my weekend watching movies and see if I like something so I can give it away to someone. That makes no sense.
I know that. I'm just saying we had talked about it on a previous podcast.
Okay, well, it's a 3-1 podcast. So if two of the three agree, right?
Sure.
So
wait, so my vote doesn't count?
No, of course it does.
Absolutely it counts.
But we're going to be in a stalemate.
Well, yeah. It's
all right. While you're working through that, I've got Danielle.
Okay, well, let me find something.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Lori just said that I'm right. Just FYI.
Oh, Lori.
She
that
said
was
you're
way
right?
before
Yeah.
Lori. That was way before Lori.
She said
Danielle's right. You said you didn't want to have everyone reviewing the same movie.
Yes.
So that would also go for shows as well.
Okay. Fair enough.
If she can quote an episode, then I'll get on board with it.
I think Bob already did. So I think now
why would you quote me on that?
No, what episode was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was one I was here.
All right.
I can tell you that
While
much.
he's looking, Danielle, I got you.
Okay.
Danielle, I got you.
What?
I got you.
No more scary movies.
I don't got you.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Okay. So, have you ever seen Awakenings? Awakenings.
I don't think so.
With Robin Williams and Robert De Niro.
No, I haven't seen it.
That's my assignment.
Okay. Awakenings with an
Yes.
A? Okay.
Yeah.
Cory, have you seen Toys?
In what aspect?
The movie.
Oh, no.
Lori said it was totally not way before Lori.
No, it was way before her.
No, it wasn't.
So Toys.
Hold on.
I feel like you're just grasping at straws now.
No, I'm not.
You have never seen Toys.
Oh, 100% true. Robin Williams movie, Toys.
Wait.
What?
Wasn't Toys a Richard Pryor movie?
I don't know, but Robin Williams made it. Look at.
Okay.
Cory?
Oh, I've seen that graphic before.
I've seen the graphic, but I've never seen the fucking movie. So there you go. Okay, I got
All right.
Toys.
Yeah, good luck. Because you would have got something probably a little bit better. But you're not going to, because we can't do things twice. Thanks, Lori.
Dude, I
appreciate you backing me up, Lori.
But I have watched that.
God damn it.
You assigned that to me at one point.
At any given time, I can disconnect the power from this entire studio.
Wait, so what did Cory get?
Toys.
Toys.
Toys. It's Toys.
Okay.
Toys. Robin Williams.
T as in toys, O as in oys.
All right, we're good.
So okay. All right. So that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Episode
That's it.
100.
Yeah. In the can.
In the bag.
I thought fireworks or something were going to go off at some point. And
we would hope. We would hope.
Oh, fuck.
Almost. We would think that there would be fireworks, but
I guess
they're going to be outside and not in the Schnozzcast
Good
studios.
night, everyone.
I love you guys. I love all of you.
Not in my basement. Cory?
Here's to another 100.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us and dealing with our bullshit.